What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Back one time for your mind. Make sure you guys, goddamn, let me start over. I'm already out of focus. Listen, what's going on, peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF, the network channel, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF, OBF the real Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel if you can. Make sure you need more information, need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel, people. It's strolling down there below. We appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Shout out to Mel P, Weezy for donating to the channel. Get them love. Make sure you guys share the videos, man. I'm all over the place, man. Listen, I went to the fucking store, and then I got what I was getting, and then I came back from the fucking store, and then I forgot what the fuck. I forgot another thing that I was supposed to get from the store, and then I went all the way back to the goddamn store, and then came all the way back home. So I'm thrown off. So the whole time I'm pissed because I gotta keep. I like to. It ain't like me to forget shit like that, like, cause I have a purpose of when I go out to get shit. So, whenever I leave my house, I got a purpose. It's a reason I leave. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So I'm all over the place a little bit. But anyway, people, we back. I know I said I'm shutting down the studio. I ain't shutting it down just yet, cause a lot of the shit that I need to do, that I need to set the studio up with, is not here yet. So I'm kind of highly pissed about that. But it hopefully tomorrow, one of these days this week, I start shutting this shit down and some of this shit start coming. You know what I mean? Just give me like a couple of things that I need so I can go ahead and start really doing this shit. But I think I still can do it. But I got fuck around my wife on our anniversary, and that shit put me on my ass, man. But anyway, I had to take a day or two off. So, but I'm back here. People, want to talk a little bit about this school banning education and banning books and shit like that, and it's happening all around the country and shit, you know, in these rant Republican states and shit. Listen, people, when we stop talking about these situations, we make it okay, right? Because, like I said, we all know what's behind it. They don't want to educate our children the right way. They want us to live in a cult. They want to live in a dictatorship where everybody got to follow the same thought process as others. We have to raise our kids the same exact way that others raise their kids, and and educate, and all this other goofy shit. But anyway, we already have too many rules and regulations when it comes to raising people, for them to tell you how to raise your kids. My honest opinion. But got water in my fucking ear too. But I don't know if people are so, and I'm saying parents. And see, I'm a parent now, so I can really speak on this. Listen, I don't know if parents out here that has got lazy, because before they started doing all this not wanting to teach kids the full education of American history, they don't want us to talk about the gay community and all this other goofy shit. But I told y'all, when they was going after the gay people, they was coming after us. I told y'all that. It's not, listen, the gay community, I'm not saying it ain't a little part of y'all and other races of people. It's not really about y'all. But at the end of the day, it's always come back to fuck with us. I told you that. We're their main target. So I don't know what is going on with adults in America. I don't know if you got lazy, you got pussified, or whatever it is, that to the point where you can't raise your fucking kids and teach your kids, right? Because on one hand, yeah, they doing all the fuck shit they doing in these schools and shit, and a lot of y'all stupid motherfuckers are okay with it, right? Because you're stupid, right? They want to ban the internet from kids and shit. Listen, you're not going to stop a kid from getting on the internet. My honest opinion, I do not know how you're going to stop that. Honestly, I don't know how. You don't want government more involved in your life, but you're actually asking the government to do shit like that to help you raise your kids, help to educate your kids in the way that you should be educating them, and the shit that you should push for, you're not pushing for. But anyway, listen, I don't know what's going on in Florida and some of these other states. All I know is that all that shit is based on racism. Because, like I said, when you start talking about culture wars, you are the same people that are involved in fighting in culture wars. Maga people. Because anything that got anything to do with another race of people, you have a problem with it. It's all about making white kids feel comfortable. And listen, listen, it may be some white children when they get to college or something like that make them feel a certain type of way about education or how they're teaching it. That's something different. But I have never heard white kids in schools from elementary and up to 12th grade complain about knowing about history or feeling slighted because of their white skin. Has never heard that. That is white racist parents' feelings. They get their feelings in the bunch. They're wondering why their kids got to know about Black history. Well, we shouldn't. If we don't have to learn about Black history, we shouldn't worry about none of American history. That's how that goes. Because Black history is a part of American history. If you don't want your kids to feel slighted or feel, like they feel uncomfortable, well, we shouldn't even talk about history, period. Because if you're going to lie to the children, you actually bringing more harm to them. If you're going to keep listen, they ain't even teach us everything about history, about American history when we was in school. So I don't understand. You're trying to take more? And you're setting these white children up for failure in real world. Because the more you try to shield them from what reality is, right? Because it's a balance. You still want kids to be kids, but if you try to shield them from real life issues and how the world actually really works, and that it is other people out here that's different than you, that have different beliefs than you, have been raised different than you, and have different color skin than you, so their culture is different. So you gotta be very sensitive and respectful to others. If you're not teaching these children that, when they get out in the world, they're gonna fuck up and do something that they can't come back from. And then these will be the same parents sitting on TV. I couldn't see this happening. I didn't see this coming from my children. Yeah, you did. Because you tried to shield them from reality. That's why you got all these fucking white supremacist mass shooters. You listen, you think these children just all of a sudden woke up, some of these young folks wake up, these fucking little racists wake up, and mass shooters wake up and say, you know what, I'm just gonna kill people today. No. They've been learning this shit. They've been programming. They teaching this shit to these people on the internet. They're learning, they're not just learning this shit on the internet first. They're learning that shit at home. How your kids' behavior is outside of when they're not around you, that's how they picked up what you allowed them to do, or what they perceive you doing, and thinking it's okay. Because if you don't check your fucking children, your children will go out in the world and think it's okay to behave in a bad manner. Honestly, if they see that you're treating, God damn it, if they see you treating other people wrong and talking bad about others, that's different. You think your kids don't pick up on that behavior? Yeah, they do. And so they go out in the world and they think that that shit is okay. And then they might roll around in the same community and people around them and their parents think the same way. So they got kids that's like that. They got friends like that and they think it's okay. So that's why you got these young folks, little mass racist shooters running around shooting and killing innocent people. See, this is learned behavior. Nobody's born this way. Nobody's born gay. And I'm not saying being gay is a bad thing, but nobody's born gay. Nobody's born religious. Nobody's born a killer. These are shit that get taught to you. Alexa, go to YouTube. Damn, I got water in my ear. Excuse me, people. Damn. But the more we trying to they call it protecting children. The more you try to protect children, the more you set them up for failure. Regardless of all the fucked up shit that I've been through in my life, because I was outside, because I probably didn't have too much structure, right? That I seen shit that I normally shouldn't seen at my age, but I could tell when it was wrong. Right? So about time I got older to a certain age in my life as an adult, I was worldly rounded, if you want to say. Right? I knew how to move. You're going to throw children out here that ain't going to be able to know how to move. And they're going to run up into the wrong people and they're going to do something or say something wrong and get themselves hurt or killed. And that's how usually it happens. Or they're going to wind up they're going to wind up ending up in jail. Because the parents tried to get the school to shield these kids from reality. And that's all that's happening. That's all that will be happening. They're just trying to make a couple of generations of stupid kids. I'm just being honest about it. They're going to fuck these children up. That's why, listen, a part of me, I'm glad we took my daughter out of school. Number one, they're not really teaching them shit in school anyway. Right? So, and the school system needs get fixed. I'm not sitting there acting like they don't need to do nothing to fix the school system, but this whole fake outrage of what the kids are being taught and shit like that, listen, you're not teaching them enough, and then you're trying to limit them from the real shit that they need to know, and then what you're teaching them, what actually you putting in place with that? Lies and deceits? Tell them it's great to be an American. First of all, we want free thinkers. Let these kids feel like America is the greatest country in the world. Why we got to try to program these children? And listen, I'm not trying to program the children to hate America. I don't hate America. I'm disappointed in a lot of things that happen in America, but I wouldn't tell kids to hate America. You from America, you live here. But we're not the greatest country in the world. It's things that we need to continue to still work on it, and it starts with us teaching you the truth, and it starts with us to give you solutions, and you coming up with solutions through your generations to help fix some of the things that we maybe couldn't fix. That's how you teach these children. You're trying to ignore history and ignore reality, things that's going on in regular life. You're setting them kids up to fail. You set them kids up for failure. That's all you're doing. And it's sad that we were going through this, and it's sad that they're using children because of their own personal racism and how their own fucked up beliefs. And so we put this shit on children. Or we trying to protect them. No, you're not. You're not trying to protect children. You're trying to protect your own racist ass feelings. You don't like to be called a racist, but you think racist. You don't like to be called a bigot, but you think bigot is shit. Now you don't like to be called homophobes, but you acted thinking homophobic shit. You don't want to be called anti-Semitic, but you all thinking anti-Semitic shit, and then now that you have power, you're actually behaving and acting in the shit that you think, and you're actually saying it loudly. And so now you're saying, I'm not that. Yeah, you are, man. Yeah, you are. See, in 2024, I'm not gonna play with these MAGA stupid people. Y'all racist. Y'all bigots, homophobes, sexists. Y'all that shit. You're just horrible people. You can try to justify it all you want, because nobody gives a fuck about your personal beliefs. Everybody got personal beliefs, but when it comes to certain laws and policies, we should not be, it's not always about our own personal beliefs. Some shit is just humanity shit. How would you want to be treated? So, let's move on. Ron Desantis he's trying to push another bill, a legislation bill through the House in the Senate, Florida Congress, to pass a bill to, because what happened was when they did the little law that they did and talk about these, you can't talk about black history and ban books and all this shit and ban gay shit and all that shit. What happened was, with the book shit, was that some people flipped that shit on them about the Bible. Because that was their next move, to push the Bible to get taught in schools. We all knew the game plan, but you thought you was smarter than everybody else, and then so motherfuckers just used that shit back on you. And now he's upset about it. But anyway, let's move on. I told you it's like a bully. They keep fucking with people and keep trying to bully people, beating up on people. Then they get upset and getting their feelings because the bully then fought back. That's all it is. Let's move on.
Today, I'm proud to be able to direct the Department of Education to take appropriate action to deal with some of the bad actors who are intentionally depriving students of rightful education by politicizing this process.
Heeled boots and all, Ron DeSantis backpack.
He just said a whole bunch of shit that you'd be like, is they really doing that? Somebody doing that? He has no proof of that. He has no proof of that. He's mad because they told them, motherfucker, you can't, we're going to go through a lot of these books then. This can't get taught to these kids in there. This book can't get taught in there because you went through the books that you thought that wasn't appropriate for the children. Why the other side can't do it? I don't think this is appropriate. That's all it is. And I'm telling you, when they brung up the Bible and they had to put that in, they had to think about it and take it through the process and all that other shit. When somebody that paid for it or whatever, to go, activists, he like to say, they like that shit because their whole agenda was to push the Bible and push religion and Christianity. That was the whole point. That's why they wanted to, and they pretend like Martin Luther King wasn't a Christian. Just craziness. You know the bad part about it though? A lot of these people that's running for office and shit like that does not live in the fucked up reality. They're creating chaos because they don't like to see other people in a space. And that's all that is. They don't like to see transgenders and gay people and black people and Mexicans and whoever. They don't like to see these people in their environment, in their reality, in their neighborhoods. That's all that is. This is all what this is. And it's just fake outrage. They ain't really mad about nothing else. They just mad because they don't like to see people that all the time that don't look like them. That's all it is, or think like them. It's just like, it's almost like evangelical Christians and shit, right? White evangelical Christians. They acting like it ain't black evangelical Christians. They acting like it ain't no black Christians. They the only ones. And they got their own little movement. You don't be seeing a whole bunch of black pastors and shit riding with them. And people, believe me, it's a whole bunch of black pastors, the black Christian pastors out here, just as grimy and scummy as they are. But you don't see them riding with them because they know it's a certain part. They making their money. It's a certain part that limitedly they can't do because they have black people in their church. These white evangelical churches do not have black people in their church. Every time you see them, you see one or two black people there, or some little Mexicans here and there, but that whole damn near congregation is 95% white. Ain't no black people there. It's like white folks. I mean, it's like black people. You don't see a whole bunch of black people. I mean, a whole bunch of white people at black churches really like that. You know why? Because, number one, white people don't really live amongst us like that, right? Number two, by them not living amongst us, right? From afar, they have been taught we the enemy. We're bad. We're below them. Regardless if we good people or not. They're black. You know, black people, yeah. That's why you don't see them. Black people is always a welcome anybody. We'll welcome you into the culture. We're not like that. But anyway, let's move on.
Backpedals fast on his book ban as it blows up in the Florida governor's face. Welcome into TYT Overruled. I am your host, Adrienne Lawrence.
There's others that are doing it just to try to create a narrative, to try to act like, oh my gosh, these books are under review, and then the media will take that, run with it, and try to act like that there's some debate on whether Florida law requires this or not, which there's not. So this is all theater, this is all performative, and it really has no...
Ron DeSantis, your whole existence of who you are, the transformation that whoever you became, is a publicity stunt. Everything you do is a publicity stunt, bruh. You are a politician. I don't care what politician, the Democrats, it's all a publicity stunt. Listen, people, you may have 5% politicians that are real in this whole entire country. 5%. That's really about who they are. What they say they represent. The rest, the 95% of them, regardless if we agree with their policies or not, they are all performers. Because they think they got to play the game. The politics is a game to them. They play with people's lives. That's why I don't understand the voters. Like, yo, y'all vote for people that plays with your lives. It's no way impossible. Let me just explain something to everybody. It's no way impossible that I don't give a fuck what background you are from. If you got a policy that says this helps everybody, and you like, but my side said, nah, this goes against everything that we say we about, but it's gonna help you though, and you go against it, then okay. You can't bitch and complain about nothing. That goes for anybody. Listen, I know people don't like how strict the Republicans be about the border. I don't like talking about that shit because the simple fact of I already know at the end of the day what that shit really is about. It's really about black people. It's not really about them immigrants. It's about us. And all they wanted to do was bring how they transporting, and I call that trafficking these immigrants to these Democrat states that they didn't never ask to go to, right? Right? Didn't call these people and say, look, we coming to drop these people off because we don't have nowhere for them to go. They're not even doing that. So they already breaking laws and policies and shit, but nobody likes to talk about that. But anyway, and they take them, and I told y'all, where do immigrants go? Do they put them in the white communities? No, they're not going to do that. It will be a fucking uproar. So where would they put them? In the black community. Where's it more people poor at? They won't even throw these immigrants in the poor white neighborhoods. Because those rednecks, poor people, gonna lose their fucking mind. So that's why you see black people in Chicago flipping out. That's why you see black residents and shit like that in in New York flipping out because of all these immigrants. Listen, that was the whole plan. That was the whole Republican plan to do. That's all the Republicans, Ron Desantis and the other governor from Texas and shit. That was their plan. That's why they did it. They wanted black people to get upset at these immigrants. It's like it's their fault. We blaming them. We acting like these motherfuckers don't come from a violent country. So some of them might be just as violent as some of us are. We're not even violent. They might steal to survive too. We acting like we don't know what that's about, huh, black folks? But listen, but that was the point, to turn y'all against them. Now that's the issue. Now they taking your welfare. Now they doing all this. Listen, does it stop you from getting the fucking welfare? If it stopped you from getting the welfare, you can't get it, then why? Are you fucking flipping out? They're using that shit against you. They trying to turn you against black and brown people beefing. We already have it here, but they wanted even more with that. It's a game. That's why they had a fucking bill that they wanted, that they could pass, and it was a Republican, it was more of a Republican bill than the Democrats wanted to even fuck with. But the Democrats went along with it because they knew these motherfuckers wasn't going to do it. You act like this is the first plan policy and bill that they had before, since recently? No, they had it years ago. Every year they have one. They just don't do it. The Republicans want. That's their whole point of running off of immigration. Listen, do we have an immigrant problem coming into the country? Yes, people. I have no problem with really cracking down on immigration. But after we do that, then we have to start working on how can we stop them from actually coming here. And the real reason that a lot of them come here is because we have been in their countries putting dictators in power that has been mistreating these people. They don't want to talk about that. They're not going to tell y'all that. You see all the immigrants come over here, not all the time it's because of that, but a lot of times it is. We have been over there in these fucking countries fucking with their systems. Putting our own dictators in their own fucking country, running their country. And then we sit here and be like, oh my God, I can't believe all these immigrants are coming here. What? It's all a game. That's why I don't like talking about the immigrants in the border. I don't like talking about that shit because I already know the game. I just want to, sometimes I don't talk about it because I want to sit back and see how a lot of black people in America and a lot of just Americans period, how they reacting to it. Because it's like, yo, y'all don't see the fucking game they running, our government running on us? You don't think the Democrats could have came up with a bill too as well? They could have been there. They could have did it when Barack was in there. They chose not to. You think all them dreamers and shit, they couldn't pass a policy to have them dreamers as U.S. citizens? Yeah, they could. The Democrats could have did it, but they didn't do it because they wanted to keep running on that shit. And it worked for them. And just like if Trump wins, don't be surprised that's why Trump wins. Over the immigration shit. Come on, man. It's a game. And if y'all too fucking not even fuck being woke, if you too sleep, you still sleep, that's on you. Y'all ain't wake up to this shit yet? Like I told you, it all boils down to us. They want to get the black people to get on their side to vote for them. That's all it is. They're the ones wanting these people to come to our communities and bring harm. Why would you want to do that? To make a point. So you letting all these criminals come in our neighborhood and fuck up our shit, take our resources away. But see, the Democrats could have stopped this. No, bitch, you could have too. You just can't blame the Democrats. It's like the Democrats can't sit there and blame Republicans. No, you can stop this shit. Now, mind you, the one thing that the Texas people, the people that live at them borders, they don't lie about what they're talking about. Some of the shit, not all of it, but some of it. Listen, we only feel it. Listen, I always tell people, immigrants been coming to democratic states and shit to live. But by the time they get here, they already been somewhat vetted, or we get the best, some of the best of them. A lot of the criminals and shit that, kind of they just roam around the country. It's just not just in Democratic states. They usually be around in every country. I mean, in every state. Like I said, you know why? Listen, a part of the reason why we can't stop, like, immigrants from coming here, because fucking, especially Texas, it's like hypocritical. Yo, that shit is really Mexico. Get that state back there. And then say, look, no more immigrants come here. Y'all got a whole state the way you can bring all the immigrants you want. We even help you out a little bit, but we'll get that bitch back to you, but you got to pay us, blah, blah, blah money. But ain't nobody trying to do no shit like that. America ain't floating like that. We ain't trying to give up that oil. We ain't trying to give up that oil. Anyway, let's move on.
There's no place in our school system.
Just like his attack on Disney imploded, Ron DeSantis' overly broad ban on certain content in K-12 books has epically failed. The Florida leader says he's now working with legislature to address frivolous challenges to classroom materials and directing Florida's Department of Education to prevent bad actors from abusing.
And let me just say this too. For all the black people that y'all sit by and ride, and I see y'all taking pictures and standing side by side, allowing y'all kids to be up there with them, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. You look like a bunch of banana buffoons. You look like a bunch of monkeys up there. Yeah, there's the Republic. Fucking monkeys. You're coonery ass niggas. You look stupid. I see one bitch sitting up there, one black bitch sitting up there shaking her head. Yep. The Desantis, yep. Bitch, if you don't sit your goofy ass down, he don't like your black ass or your black child. How the fuck are you okay with them banning or talking about Martin Luther King, you goofy bitch? You stupid bitch. Anyway, let's move on. Some of you black folks are just ridiculous. Have no self-pride.
From abusing their system to make political statements. That's interesting because he's the one who used the education system to advance a culture war that did not ultimately carry him to the White House. And instead of taking responsibility for his foolhardy endeavor, DeSantis blames activists.
You have seen activists that will go and just challenge almost anything. That's not appropriate.
See, he's lying. That's not true. And even if they was, don't they have the right to? Don't they have the right to challenge something? Why you want to take away their rights of challenging things? Regardless if it's, we listen to y'all stupid shit in Congress and the stupid shit that you say. Y'all object shit all the time with stupidity. Don't have no facts behind. Just like Ron DeSantis talking this bullshit now. He has no facts back in the book behind. It's just feelings. He feels that way. You don't say that about the police. They taking advantage of the system. Oh, I'm sorry, unless they January 6th people. They Klan members. They little Nazis and shit. That's on your side of your racism. Listen, I always tell y'all all the time, this is the real reason why I don't trust police. Listen, about 90% of police officers vote Republican. So they vote Trump They vote Ron DeSantis. They vote for all that racist shit. That's why I don't trust police. And people, Kenny, how you got proof of this? Yes, I do. Every time the election comes up, they all have unions, right? So you're telling me that it's just as equal Democrats police officers than it is Republican police officers? No. They're fucking Republicans. They have to all get together and endorse Trump. They have to tell their union rep, the person that's that union guy, that we endorse Trump. Let's throw some money behind the Republicans or some of them racist Republicans. That's the proof. That's the proof of it. And that's all around the country. That's even in Democrat states. They all, because every state has a different police union. That's how I know. And you can research this shit to find it out yourself if you think I'm lying. Go state to state. And see who they endorsed. That's why the Republicans don't like the teachers union. Because the teachers union, a lot of them are Democrats. So when they go to endorse whatever candidate, with the Democrat candidate, is usually a Democrat. It's not like it ain't no Republican teachers out here, Trump supporters, but they outnumbered. That's proof. You can look that shit up. But he's lying. They just go willy-nilly. Listen, even if what he's saying is true, don't they have the right to do that? Regardless if you think it's ridiculous or not. They have the right to do it. We just watched this ignorant motherfucker for damn near a whole year run a campaign knowing he wasn't going to win. Ridiculous. He just wasted millions of dollars. You know what he could have did with some of them millions of dollars that he had? He could have put that shit back into Florida. Help some of the homeless. Help some of the people that's less fortunate. No, but he just wasted millions of fucking dollars. Millions. To run a failed campaign, but he want to sit here and get mad at other people because he thinks some things is ridiculous that they're bringing up to the school board about certain books. This nigga, really? Okay, man. Let's move on, man. This cracker. I'm glad platform shoes DeSantis stay his bitch ass in Florida. Nobody want to see you on a national platform with your old confused weirdo ass. He's a weirdo. He listen, his body language is weird. He moved like a weirdo. You wasn't going to be able to beat Biden anyway. They was not going to vote for you, bro. You was not going to win. If you even went up to Biden, let's say Trump ain't won, and he was the nominee. Listen, Nikki Haley probably would outdid him, cause she was on her way of doing it. That's why he jumped out the race. He wasted all that money. That motherfucker was going bankrupt. He bankrupted his whole goddamn campaign. That's basically what happened. He wasted all that money for nothing. He did nothing. He had no chance. He knew it. Listen, none of them Republicans, they knew they didn't have no chance. They did it because they knew they wanted to kiss ass with Trump at the end of the day to get some time. If Trump does win, they can get in there and be a part of his be a part of the campaign, but then know one thing, to be a part of the administration if Trump wins. They want some type of fucking political job. And that's all that is. That's why Nikki Haley's still out there. She already said it. She said all that shit Trump talk about her husband disrespecting the military. This bitch is still gonna go and support and endorse Donald Trump. That's why I don't even know why black people was even allowed, the Breakfast Club or anybody allowed this bitch to be on a platform. You got black family members and friends that's veterans. And this bitch, just because Donald Trump said it doesn't mean that she don't agree with it. She can say whatever she want. Her behavior shows that she's going to still endorse somebody that don't care about the military. So what that says about her? She doesn't care about the goddamn military either. Only when it comes to people she care about. Because Donald Trump disrespected John McCain and a military vet, a military family, and she ain't say shit. Listen, she running around saying, oh, Trump is, if he's talking about the military the way he's doing, which he's already been doing. I don't know why all of a sudden she upset now. Oh, I'm sorry, because it's your husband. You shouldn't be. But he's not fit to be president. Okay, Nikki Haley, I want to hear that same. I want you keep that same energy when you lose, and they say who you going to endorse. Nikki Haley, whole goddamn life, this bitch wanted to be white so bad, and then now that she done got a white husband, got a little mixed breed kids and shit that probably look white, just because Nikki Haley doesn't look like even a fair skinned Indian. This bitch look like she's from the Caucasian part. That bitch got European in her too. You just see how light she is. Shit, I mean, you really want to be real about it? Shit, her and Kamala Harris is about the same complexion. Fuck out of here. Just saying, this bitch wanted to be a white woman her whole life, and then all of a sudden now somebody talk about her white husband. And, now she upset. Fuck out of here. Donald Trump been disrespecting the military. You had no problem with that? Oh, fuck about him disrespecting your husband? And I ain't saying he a horrible person to me because he's supporting you and with you. So he's horrible too. But I don't know the man. The man might be somewhat of a decent human being. But yeah, let's move on.
To be happening. Hijacking this process is not something that we want to encourage in any way.
But of course, DeSantis didn't stop there.
DeSantis. So let me get this straight. They're hijacking. So Moms for Liberty didn't do that. You still got a bitch on the school board that lied and said that she ain't gay. She going against all gay. I ain't gonna say she lied. She misrepresented herself of pretending that she wasn't a gay person, running around having threesomes. And this bitch is still on the board. You ain't pushed for her to get off that board yet. You got a gay homosexual sitting up there on the board. Just because she's against gay shit doesn't mean she ain't gay. She like to be gay behind closed doors. So to me, no lie to you. No lie to y'all people. They're the worst people to me. I like the openly gay people. Be open. Be you. At least we know who gay, who not. Because I don't want to be in conflict one day, don't know that somebody's gay, and motherfucker hit on me, and then I wind up having to do something that I ain't want to do. Be openly gay. But just, excuse me, still be respectful to others. But be gay. Be openly gay. Don't hide your gayness. That's why I told racist people. Listen, I wish you would just go and keep your racism to yourself, but we know that y'all can't do that anymore because Trump and the racist Republicans allowed y'all to, opened the door and let y'all out. So I'd rather you be openly racist so we know exactly who you are. Don't hide who you are. Be the racist that you are. Don't get offended. Don't get all upset. Get in your feelings about being a racist. Be what you want to be. Don't hide it. Listen, people, I tell people all the time, how the fuck, I'm black. I can't hide this blackness. It don't matter how much I move with self-respect and move like I got some fucking sense. I got, I have a good character. I have humanity and live by morals and principles. It doesn't matter. In this fucked up country, all they see first is blackness. Before I even say anything. I can walk around with suits every day. It wouldn't matter. To some people. So, listen. Don't hide your racism. Don't hide who you are. Be who you are. See, I told y'all, I like this shit. I like that they openly what they're doing. Because now you'll know who really, the people that you've been around for a while, who they really are. Do y'all accept that shit? Oh, so you've been playing. So the whole time you've been, okay, fuck out of here. See, it's been a lot of people hiding amongst you too. So don't be so upset about the racism and the bigotry and the homophobic shit that been going on. Don't be mad about that shit. Just fight back against it, but don't be mad about it. Don't hate nobody for it. Don't hate them. Let's fight these motherfuckers. I ain't mad at racist people. I ain't mad at bigots and homophobic people. I ain't mad at them. Fuck, I'm mad at you for. You who you are. Like I said, listen, if you know history in this country, we have been through this already before. And at the end, they will always lose because they will go to the extreme. And when they go to the extreme, it wakes people up of like, hold up, wait up, man. You motherfuckers going way too far with that bullshit. And I'm gonna prove it to you. Let's move on. I got another clip in here. I'm gonna tell you that's gonna fuck you up.
He also blames teachers.
If you take a position as a teacher that no books are appropriate because the state is telling you this, first of all, that's a lie. Second of all, you're depriving students of an ability to achieve what we're trying to do, which is give.
What you're trying, what he said, what they're trying to do. It ain't about nobody else, bro. It's about their own shit. Listen, people, if these Republicans, if it was a policy around the whole country that where every teacher had to, you had to teach religion, Christianity, they wouldn't have a problem with it. Listen, people, it was a reason that people they took God, took religion out of school. It's a reason. Because a lot of them was using religion and what they're doing now. Like I said, it's the same shit before. I think this movie happened before. If you know the history of this country, they was using God as a weapon. They used, like I told you, they used. If you was on the right, if you was a good person, you was considered bad, right? If you stood for something good, you was considered bad. If you did something bad and you did bad shit and was about bad shit and behaved that way, you was considered good. That's how the government worked, right? It's no different what they did to education. They used God. It was supposed to be something positive in religion, and they turned it into bad to enslave people, to indoctrinate black folks. That's why you think there's so many black folks in America that believe in Christianity. That's not even our real religion. listen, I can't tell you what's in Africa religion, other than to do what their religion really, because we have tribes in Africa. So I couldn't tell you what our religion is over there. But the Christianity that they teach here is not our religion. It's not where we come from. Now, we probably believe in Christianity, but not this Christianity that's made up in America. Excuse me. And they use this shit to brainwash black folks. So that's why you have black folks here in the islands and shit like that believe in God, Christianity, that, God forgive and all this other shit. Right? I forgot the brother's name. Goddamn, when the police officer killed them, and the mother and the brother or whoever, they said they would forgive this lady. And I was like, oh, what? But I can't, believe it or not, it's not my belief to be mad at them. I wasn't mad. I was just like, what the fuck? She had no remorse for what she did. She had no remorse. She was just justifying her bad behavior, even if it was a mistake. She never said like, oh, listen, it was the heat of the moment. I'm sorry he did. I didn't mean to do. Like, it wasn't like that. Listen, you could tell with people's behavior, but you could tell when people faking it. It was just bad. But a lot of our people has been brainwashed through America's Christianity. And that's why we sit around and we believe in some shit that we don't even know that's true either. See, listen, I'm going to tell you, because I know a little bit, a lot of our African religion and shit is like that. It's more of, it's spirituality. It's spiritual. It's not religious based. We has rituals and shit like that, right? But we are not, our shit is more spiritual. It's like if the Native Americans and shit, that shit, their religion is more spiritual. It's not with a book. It's not in a book a lot of the times. That shit is spiritual. It's with nature and shit like that. That's where we come from in Africa. That's where a lot of our religious beliefs come from. It's not about what niggas did. I told you that all that shit, the Bibles, a lot of them religions, all that shit is man-written. And at this period of time in 2024, that's about 90% of that shit man-written. Come on, man. Let me explain something to y'all. Why, if Moses did what he did with the sea and all that shit, why are people getting killed in floods and shit and tsunamis and shit? Tornadoes and shit like that. Come on. Because we have more technology now to know when something like that is coming than they did. Just go off of what they saying how the Bible is. Come on, y'all. Let's move on, man.
Which is give them a good education. You should not be able to try to create narratives for political purposes and then just kind of keep doing that. No, that's a violation, I think, of your professional obligations. It's a violation of professional duties, and people should be held accountable if they're playing games with our kids' education.
During his
Ron
press
DeSantis, that's what you're doing. When y'all listen, when you sit out here and says Rosa Parks, the book of Rosa Parks don't have any purpose. It's harming children. It's not, what's the name for children? And then you go look at some of their school agenda shit, right? They talk about civil war, people dying and killing and all the wars and shit. That shit is graphic. Is that very appropriate for children to talk about death and war? Huh? Because you have to explain war. You have to explain why people went to war. And behind a lot of wars, usually it comes over some fuck shit. Somebody got murdered. Somebody got killed. Anything in history, if you really want to be very honest about it, is not appropriate for children, period, anyway. If you really want to be honest about it. I don't give a fuck if a child is 12. It's not appropriate. If my child ain't never been around killing and none of that dumb shit, and kind of really don't know what murder or killing really is truly, why would I want them teaching my child that in school? Wouldn't that be my job? So how you going to teach my child about murder and killing and war? How is it okay for you to teach my child that, but it's not okay for you to teach my child about racism? Listen, racism is bad, people. We all know that. But killing and murdering is worse. Someone's teaching about gay shit. Yeah, is it a little inappropriate to a certain extent? Yeah. It's definitely not worse than somebody's killing and murdering somebody and teaching children that. But, these ain't reality conversations that they want to have. They don't want to live in reality. They want to live back when they had control of their own white children and their own white people and their own control of all people in America. Because white people basically could do whatever the fuck they wanted to do. That's all it is. That's all they want to go back to. Because like I keep telling black people, y'all keep standing by and sign with these racists all you want in that coonery. I guarantee you if they can get away with it now, they will turn y'all into house niggas. True house niggas. I don't think people really understand how shit used to really kind of be. Right? See, like back in the day, right? I know it shocks a lot of people now sometimes when you see a black person on TV saying nigga and shit like that, or on in social media like this, right? It shocks you a little bit. Like, hey, just using the N-word on a national platform. Imagine back in the day when white folks was just calling black people niggas. You just heard it all the time. TV shows, everything. And the energy that came from them saying it. Shit was bad back then, man. Some of you black Negroes, and just because you didn't go through it and it seemed like it's a little better for you now, that's where they want to get back to doing. You don't think Fox News, if they could if shit changes the way they wanted it to change, you don't think Fox News gonna be on national TV calling black people niggas, monkeys and shit like that? Even some of these right-wing things that they got going on, you on the internet, and these podcasts, you don't think they're gonna be at the while being so comfortable of calling black people niggas? See, you're playing around with fire. And the crazy part about it was that Minister Farrakhan tried to warn you niggas. He tried to warn you. And then you sat back, oh, Mr. Farrakhan is anti-Semitic. He's this, he's that. He says a lot of anti-Semitic things. You ain't heard anti-Semitic. You ain't heard racism. So listen, because I don't agree with a lot of shit that Mr. Farrakhan, because he says some stereotyping things against the Jewish community, right? Is it worse than when you hear that white person call you a nigga? You think your Jewish buddies, the motherfuckers that talk about Mr. Farrakhan as anti-Semitic, you think that they get as outraged as they do when something happens to their people, when our people being called the N-word or something bad happening to us? Do you see the Jewish community in the school boards trying to fight for Black history with Martin Luther King? But these are some of these same people say, well, we was out there too. We was with y'all in Black Lives Matter. You see them really fighting? No, you don't. They run back to their corner. They run back to their side. Because they see what's coming. And let me say this to all the white Jewish people in this country. If these white racist Europeans, because which y'all are Europeans your damn self, but they don't really fuck with y'all really like that either. But if they get their way, you know that y'all be the first ones that they're enslave and or deport. They probably deport y'all first. But black people, you know what they're gonna try to do to us. Why do you think they always talking about a civil war? Because they know that black people ain't gonna stand around. See, you think it's gonna be, when the shit first happened the first time, it was mainly the government, a lot of white people, and then they got black people to get involved, right? But it ain't gonna be it's not gonna be the same. It's more of us now. And at the same time, we ain't scared of white folks. See, you're not dealing with black people that's scared of white people. You got to understand that. Then you got white folks that that's have interracial relationships, babies and shit like that, and really part of black families and shit like that, that they're gonna ride most likely with us. Honestly. See, black people done sprinkled everywhere. Just like how the white folks did, but we ain't forcefully do it. Right? That's the difference. White people forcibly sprinkled in all the different races of people in this country. Right? Forcefully. Right? Raped. Right? We didn't do that. They were just curious. So, like, damn. Let me see what that like over there. It's different. But we done sprinkled in every race. And I'm telling you, you motherfuckers, because I'm going to get to that, you motherfuckers got a rude awakening that is coming for you. You really, you racist people really think that y'all going to win this shit if it does happen. You really think that? Actually, it might be actually very easier for us to fuck y'all up. Believe it or not. Because we already know what y'all can come out with, y'all little Confederate flags. And hey, man. Listen, all right. It's not what y'all think, man. Let's move on.
During his press conference on Thursday, Desantis was less than eloquent when displaying pornographic content on the screen and indicating that the law was necessary because activists really just want to get porn in classrooms.
Don't try to do an end run around that when you're really trying to get this stuff in and try to act like, you know, we're concerned about things like To Kill a Mockingbird, which we're not. Obviously, we encourage that. A lot of the things that people have tried.
Actually, that's a lie because they banned it. So he's a liar. And if you ever notice, that's like. prime example, because I want to make this clear. When I talk about racism, right, it's not that I'm obsessed with it. It's that I know it's real. And for some people in this country and people that's in power to pretend that racism doesn't exist, as a black person, right, that it affects more, right? It affects our people and people that look like me, offends me. So that's why I talk about it. But I don't give a fuck about gay people. Not in a disrespectful way. I don't really care like that. That shit doesn't affect me or mine. Gay people ain't my enemy. Because there's gay black people out here. So I'm like, what the fuck? If you really truly think about it, the most diverse community is probably the gay community. Believe it or not. Because you got all nationalities of people that's gay. And believe it or not, let me be very honest to y'all about what they don't tell you, is that there's more white gay people than it is in any other race. That should let you know something. But they're more diverse. They're the most diverse community. They're not my motherfucking enemy. My enemy. I got some issues with some of the gay shit that go with the gay community, but it ain't that big of a deal with me. These are things I can sit down with the gay community and talk about. Like, you get what I mean? And feel like we're gonna have a good conversation about it. But I don't. Gay people are not my enemy. I don't have a problem with gay people, and I don't really care. And not in a disrespectful way, I don't really care what gay people do. Like they're not, like, I don't care about what far as them being gay. That shit don't affect me like that. It don't affect my family. Believe it or not. You heard Boosie and all them. They pushing the gay agenda out there. Listen, nigga, shut your white side mouth, nigga, your ass up. You all over the place. You don't know what the fuck you believe. One minute you the gangstest nigga in the world, the next minute you a civilian, you about teaching the youth. Nigga, shut your ass up. You can't do both. That's why I don't, some shit out them rappers, I listen, I don't take what they, you can't take them niggas serious. Boosie still think he's still some type of godfather, gangster or some shit. Fuck out of here, bro. And I told you, a lot of the times, them niggas that's got so much problem with gay shit, usually they got gay family members or they're gay. And they already been hating on gay people. Boosie didn't like his daughter. He really tried to blame that shit on the baby mama or whatever. Listen, man, the shit that he been saying live like that about gay people, and she is a part of that community as much as she is black. And for this nigga to sit out there and say the shit that he says, you don't think that rubs his daughter a certain type of way? Come on, bruh. The fuck out of here, man. I got family members gay. Why the fuck would I want to rub them the wrong way while they can't come to me and talk to me? Regardless if I don't agree with everything of their lifestyle. You think they agree with everything in my fucking lifestyle, nigga? The nerve of people to sit out here and judge other people's lives and because of who they having sex with and who they fucking. Who fuck cares? You ain't fucking them. What are you worrying about it for? Well, my kids gotta be around it. Nigga, no they don't. You can keep your kids away from that shit if you want to. But then in a sense, you can't stop them kids from being around gay friends of theirs. You can't stop a fucking white child to be around black people. You can't stop it. Like the bigotry and the racism that comes from people, man, it's just mind-blowing to me. You act like you really gonna stop children. Like you was never children. Listen, I told y'all, the most fucked up people a lot of time come from religion. They usually do all the shit that they say that they're against. They wind up growing up to being, or they wind up growing up to doing, or they already doing. And they're just hiding it. That's why a lot of people are turning atheists and not fucking with religion. Because they're the most hypocritical people in the motherfucking world. How you gonna be religious and you raping women? Where in your religion saying it's okay to rape women? They do that shit. All the religion around in the world. It's religion around the world. It's okay to rape women. Look at some of these urban countries, these Muslim countries and shit. These motherfuckers is raping women. They're making their teenage daughters and young children go fuck grown ass men. That's rape, man. That's molestation. Your parents is okay with you being molested. Get the fuck out of here. You making your daughter marry somebody, and you know what comes with being married. You gonna fuck. Believe in your fucking religion? Fuck out of here, man. I'd rather for nobody be religious like that because every religion is fucked up. And I'm telling you that. And that's a fact. It ain't no religion out here that ain't got no fucked up shit in their religion. Fucked up, man. I mean, get the fuck out of here with that shit. They wonder why people don't trust their religion. But talking about, oh, they anti-religion, they're against religion. Listen, man, if you be real about religion, why would anybody want that to be a part of their society? And then the Christians come out acting like they somewhat better. Bitches, and the Catholics. Y'all bitches ship y'all rapists off to other spots so they can go rape some more kids. Fuck out of here, man. We know it happened. Don't lie about it. But you're still Catholic, though. They were just bad Catholics. How they still bad, and they still can go around and teach that shit. They can go to another little cat. The fuck they call that shit? Another little church or whatever, somewhere else. Fuck out of here, man. All religion is bad in its own way. They all got fucked up shit in there. In their religion. Being a Muslim, same shit. Just trying to tell y'all, man.
Have tried to say in the media that were, quote, objected to. We're actually on the summer reading.
I forgot what that was. Buddhism or whatever the fuck that motherfucker, Indian, whatever that dude is. Remember he was out there sticking his tongue out and letting little kids lick his tongue and shit. Come on, bro. They always like that shit. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Fuck out of here. Even if they was allowing that shit and they been allowing that shit, come on, man. These children. You letting your motherfucking children go lick this dude's tongue. Okay. Yeah, all right, man. Fuck out of here. You let a little boy go lick another man's tongue. Nigga, that's gay. That's gay. Fuck, a lot of these motherfuckers are homosexuals. I'm telling y'all. They so mad at homosexuals, a lot of these religious people, a lot of them homosexuals themselves. I'm telling y'all. The men and the women. A lot of them are all a bunch of fucking homosexuals. They do homosexual shit all the time. In all their religion, they do a lot of homosexual shit. Listen, people, you're okay. Listen, if anybody that's religious are okay with two women having sex and they're involved, not saying they're gay, but they're okay with gay shit. Just being real. That's why I can't be anti-gay, nigga. I like two women. It's a turn on for me. Hey, don't get me wrong. I don't want to see two dudes and all that shit. Nah. But I'm okay watching two women get it on. Or you see a threesome or something. I'm okay with that. Fuck out of here. These niggas is crazy, man. Let's move on.
summer reading list for the Florida Department of Education. So this is all a big fraud. Some of the things that have been happening, it's a big hoax, and we shouldn't just sit idly by and let that happen with our kids' education.
DeSantis even went so far as to conjure up this colorful tale about parents reading porn before school boards.
So you will have some of the stuff you saw. Parents would bring that up to school board meetings, start reading, and the school board members would say it's too graphic. You can't do that at a school board meeting. Well, if you can't do it at a school board meeting, why are you injecting that into school children's classrooms?
Making this matter,
Which there wasn't doing. It's a lie. Listen, now don't get me wrong. I was talking to a white coworker of mine. She was talking about her daughter and she wanted to go to some type of because one of her friends was gay, or maybe not gay or whatever, but they might have had gay friends, right? And they wanted to go to this gay I don't know if it was a school thing or it was outside of those. Yeah, I think it was something about like the school, and they was doing some type of gay parade or gay type shit. I mean, the kids they wanted to go with their gay friends. You know, listen, I can see how parents can be iffy about that. I can. I think I'm not upset at parents denying their children to go to shit like that, because I can understand, because because kids are very impressionable at young ages like that. So, and you're still responsible for them, right? So I get it. But if you are an open mind parent that's okay with that, okay with your kid going to see that and be a part of that, we shouldn't have a problem with that either. But I can understand that, some parents, like, it's like, put it like this. I wouldn't say I wouldn't allow my child to go. I just say this. I would have to be there. Me or my wife, we would have to be there. So we'll know what so much is, what is inappropriate and what is not as inappropriate or whatever. Listen, shit, you can call, if you want to be real about it, when two women are dancing together, you can think that shit is gay. I mean, like, really, honestly. But it's not like that. These, women can get away with certain shit. But, I can see how some parents would be like, nah, I'm not letting you go. I can see how what she was saying. It was a coworker of mine. White lady. I understood it. I said, I get it. I just, just can't stop kids from being gay, though. Like, we shouldn't be doing that. If the child is gay, they're gay. If the parents accepted their child is gay, they still love that kid. What you gonna stop this kid from coming around, hanging around your kid and shit like that? Yeah, I mean, you're gonna be like, look, it's boundaries and shit. I get that part. Like, it's a way you can handle that shit and just steady having this thing of no. Now, if my child wanted to go to something like that, I would have to be involved. You get what I mean? Every time. It's not just a one time I let you go by yourself. No. I'm going with you. Honestly. Because I'm going to check you. Nope. Don't do that. You get what I mean? But, because listen, I don't give a fuck if you're a teacher or not. I don't trust all teachers. And I ain't saying all teachers are bad. I don't trust all teachers, nigga. Teachers out here fucking these children. Fuck, I mean, come on. So it's like, yo, we just gonna get mad at the gay teachers or the gay adults? We ain't gonna be looking at these heterosexual teachers. They try to fuck your kids. Some of them, I ain't saying all of them, just a little some of them. Come on now. This shit go both ways, bro. You can't pick and choose when you know what I mean? Like, are you really that, like, my daughter go to anything, nigga. Ain't no teacher just gonna take my child nowhere. Me and my wife, one of us are going. My daughter don't stay overnight with nobody outside of my circle. In my circle, nigga, we vet them. And listen, I tell anybody in my circle, you do anything to my child like that, nigga, hey, you ain't gotta worry about the police when it comes. At the end of the day, you better hope, you better run to the police. Cause one of us going to jail. But I don't let my daughter stay any motherfucking way and go around and stay around people and shit like that. No, nigga, and they can be family members. No. Sorry. I'm an overprotective of her. I done seen a lot. I know a lot. Through my own family, what happened to my own mom. So, no. That's not happening. Should I know that happened to my mom? No. From family members? No. My daughter just ain't gonna hang around any and every motherfucking body, bruh. Sorry. Not doing that. I don't give a fuck, nigga. We won't go on trips. You get what I'm saying? If it's certain people that we don't trust to watch my motherfucking kid, watch my daughter, we don't go on the trips. Sorry. See, at a certain point in life, see, put it like this, I'm at a certain point in my life where I can make those decisions. Everybody can, I get that. But, nah, nigga, that's why I worked hard to get in a position where I can make these things that people think, oh, Kenny, that's you going a little too far. No, I'm not, nigga. Because I'm telling you, it ain't going to be a little something when you hear me on the news and I had to kill a motherfucker. Oh, I ain't just going to beat your ass. Oh, I'm going to kill you. You play with mine? You play with my daughter? Woo! Listen. I ain't got no fear in the world when it comes to my daughter. None. None. When it comes to her, I don't have no fear for who. You can be a 300-pound motherfucker. It means nothing to me. You can be the police, nigga. Listen, I'm telling you. Ain't no police gonna sit there and beat my child while I'm standing there, bro. Yo, you gonna have to kill me. And if I know you beat my child, oh, you ain't got, listen, I ain't listen. You ain't got to worry about me suing and all that. You better hope the police, your fellow officers get to you and arrest you and get you out of my realm. I'm hunting your motherfucking ass down. I'm hunting you down. Nigga, I ain't got no more focus in life. My focus gone. My focus is about what I got to do to you. I'm gonna make sure I'm like, babe, set up, get a counseling. Okay. My focus there. See, I'm a former street nigga. See, it's different how my mind roll. I don't know how other niggas roll. I don't know how other parents roll and how they go and how they let shit happen with their kids and shit like that. And then it does happen and these motherfuckers talking all this shit on TV. I ain't saying nothing. I'm from the old school. I ain't saying shit. You'll just see me when you finally see me on the news. You'll know why I did what I did. No talking. Got nothing to say. I ain't talking to the police. I let my wife handle that. You handle that. I'm already planning to try to find this nigga or whoever it is. Oh, that was him? Okay. And I find out who you are, I'm hunting your motherfucking ass down. I spend my life savings to hunt your ass down. See, I don't know how everybody else move. I know how I move. I know what I do. Because that shit's programmed in me. I'm who I am. I don't give a fuck about these laws. And when it comes to my child, you hurt my child? Oh, it's on. Play that shit. Tell me, oh, let the law, you do that shit. I ain't never trust the law. So why the fuck would I trust it now? What was the law to protect my motherfucking child? Nowhere to be found. Fuck out of here. You ain't gonna do shit. Y'all gonna make excuses for that motherfucker. Fuck out of here. I'm not. You fuck, listen, and my whole point of that, you fuck with children like that, bro, in any type of ways like that. Nigga, that's death. Where I come from, you don't play with children. That's why when I seen the shit of the little Chicago nigga that got killed in Chicago and his kids was there, nigga, you niggas are cowards. You cowards. You ain't no gangster. You got a body. Okay, you pussy niggas. And I don't wish jail on niggas, but lock them niggas up, man. Hope they get caught. Hope they get the death penalty. You did that shit in front of that man's children. Regardless of whatever happened to your homies or whatever, nigga, the number one rule, you don't fuck with niggas when they got their kids. And I don't give a fuck about this new age bullshit these niggas talking about because they ain't got no structure. Half of that shit is on y'all niggas gotta take responsibility of what y'all do. You gotta set some rules for your motherfucking selves. The fuck out of here, nigga. We was wild, yeah, but we had rules. It was certain shit we don't do. We don't kill kids. We don't do shit. We don't try to kill niggas in front of their kids. We give them passes. Go ahead, nigga. But I'm gonna get your bitch ass. You got lucky, nigga. You know how many of my motherfucking homies that gave niggas passes because niggas was with their kids? I'm sitting there watching it. My man's in them telling, nigga, you lucky, nigga. You lucky. Yeah, nigga, yeah, we gonna kill your bitch ass and we gonna get you. But you good. Go ahead, nigga, get your shit out the store. Go ahead, do what you got to do, nigga. Let the nigga still get his shit from the store. Trying to tell you. Don't play around with kids. When I come with my I don't give a fuck about y'all niggas. Y'all niggas y'all play around with that shit. Nigga, we don't play with kids. Well, there's little kids out there. Nigga, we was kids too. We was kids. But niggas, if niggas had kids, we do not fuck around. You ain't think it was no nigga that was about 14 years old, had a kid when we was kids? My homie, one of my homies and shit. Nigga was like 15. That nigga had about, I think he had like a 4-year-old kid. He was 15. Fuck out of here, man. Certain shit you give niggas passes on. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck about you. At a certain point, listen, you nigga, you already immoral niggas. And I get it because you like, I'm an immoral nigga. And you go out here and you think, fuck it, I just kill a nigga. What do you want to kill one of them little kids? Because they ain't half of y'all niggas aim ain't all that good. What if you just shot one of them kids? Shot that man's girl. Fuck out of here, man. Y'all niggas, listen. I understand street mentality, nigga, but y'all niggas a lot of y'all little niggas be wildin', and they try to make excuses. Nigga, we on go. Nigga, we was on go too. Fuck you mean? You don't think we was on go when we seen niggas with their kids? Nigga, we had to come off a go. Slow your bitch asses down. Half of you niggas high all the time anyway, so that's why you can't come down off a go. You actually do drugs. You do the shit that we sold. That's why you can't come down. I'm sorry I'm going off on something else, yo, but that shit was bothering me, yo, when I seen it. I said, look at these fuck niggas. And it be niggas in the street. Yeah, they shot, they killed, we smoking on something. Sit your bitch asses down. You niggas are clowns at this point. Everybody can pick up a gun and shoot a nigga. That's why when you seen a lot of these niggas talking about, oh, King Von was tripping and blah, blah, blah. Nigga, you know what? King Von came from a certain part of who he was that you can say what you want about the little nigga, but he came from a part, nigga, I put hands on you, even though I know I could shoot your bitch ass. And what the bitch nigga do? Pull a gun out instead of helping his mans out. He pulled a gun out. And then what that do? Everybody start pulling out guns, shooting, cops shooting. Fuck out of here. If it's just a scuffle, nigga, ain't nobody pulling out no guns. A lot of you niggas just bitch made. You don't even come from an era where you even was even really a thorough nigga that could fight. You niggas ain't used to taking L's. As much as when I got bullied and shit like that when I was a kid, it actually helped me. Because it let me know, nigga, I can take an L. And I ain't the toughest nigga out here in the world. But I don't let a nigga punk me either. I just got to take that L then. Nigga just going to whip my ass. You niggas scared to take L's. Scared to get an ass whooping. And then you sit out here and then you niggas run up on niggas with their kids and then shoot these niggas in front of their kids. And then now you just fucked up a generation of that child. And then they find out that your bitch ass was the one that did it. Now your motherfucking kids and their kids, and the cycle keep going on. Your daddy killed my daddy. See, you don't think about that because you niggas high. And you young, and a lot of you niggas young and ignorant. It's how generational violence happen amongst our communities. Stupid niggas.
Making this matter about porn is about as shameful as they come, but Ron didn't shy away from throwing a Biden in the mix.
If that's what you're looking for, adult material, I don't care if you're reviewing Hunter Biden's laptop, for Pete's sake. You can do what you, but that's a different question than what ends up in a school and being put in front of our children.
Speaking of Biden's.
And there is a movement to ban books in this country. Not in the state of Florida. There's a movement, and it's ideological left folks that are trying to get Amazon to ban certain books from even being offered in the first place. The Biden administration was involved in pressuring Amazon. That correspondence just
lies. That is a lie. Listen, do I think that it's certain shit that kids can't learn at a certain age when it comes to reading books and shit like that? Yeah. Or lessons and shit in school? Yeah. But it's a way where you can teach them about stuff to where it can be appropriate. The most raw shit. You can talk about kids getting addicted to porn and shit like that. You can talk about that shit to where you can break that shit down so it won't be so graphic. It's a way you can do it. It's that are we going to spend the money and have the patience? The teacher's going to have the patience, get the teachers that have the patience to teach these kids it. But just trying to hide even from gay shit and black history or whatever. You cannot just act like these kids are not going to find this shit out because they're not getting it taught in school. You'll rather give them better education about it in school than to letting them just learn it on the fucking internet. Now they're going so far of like, oh, we're trying to cut kids off from 16 and down from the internet. What? How you going to do that? How you going to stop that? You can't stop that. And then the thing about it, they already have something like that. So how you going to stop? What you can go to the extreme and say none of the kids on the internet can watch none of this shit? Now you going to tell them what they can and can't watch on the internet? Now you taking away from their parents or what their parents say, well, I'm letting my kid watch that. Then what? What, you going to arrest them? Come on, bro. This shit is ridiculous. They're going too far. I told you this is how Hitler did it. I'm trying to tell y'all. People playing around with these Republicans, yo. They on some Hitler shit. This is what Hitler did. And so many other dictators. You go look at little Kim shit in North Korea. He does the same exact shit. Look how fucked up them people are. Let's go to a quick commercial break, people. We'll be right back. All right, people, we back from quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel. It's down there strolling below, people. And make sure you guys share the video, man. Hit the like button, people. Listen, man, listen. And I wanted to say this. This is what happens. This is what can really happen. I mean, we already had this in America, but they're trying to bring that shit back. Listen, go look on the internet, bro. I forgot who it was. It was some guy. It was a Chinese guy. Somebody's dad died, but he's a dictator now. But he was a dictator before his son. And I think it might have been Kim. It could have been that. And you had these people out here crying, citizens of North Korea, when the motherfucker that they crying for is the reason that they can't do certain shit. He had them under control. It was generations of this shit. The reason that y'all got to do some shit and y'all can't do certain shit. You had these people out here crying, grown ass people, children. Had children, grown people. That's all. That's like I said, when you hear Trump supporters, just think of that. These motherfuckers talking about they're willing to kill other citizens for Trump. Something wrong with that, bro. Something wrong with these people. We willing to start a civil war to kill other side because we just disagree and they don't like Trump. Really? Over one dude? That's what Hitler did. That's what little Kim does in his country and a whole bunch of other dictator countries in Iran, Pakistan, motherfucking Saudi Arabia, Iran, fucking Russia, Israel. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta pay attention to this shit, man. Listen, let's move on.
Correspondence just came out within the last week or two. So there is a movement to do that.
Ultimately, DeSantis reassured Floridians about his focus.
Parents in Florida have a right to send their kids to school knowing that they're going to be educated but not indoctrinated. And so we've provided...
First of all, everything that any kid that goes to school, regardless of what they're teaching, is getting indoctrinated. Every kid. It doesn't matter what the fuck you talking about. Even if you, like, they cutting a lot of the shit that they want to cut out. You indoctrinating the kids with only what you think that they should learn. So you doing the same exact shit. What are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? You just trying to think this rewrite history that you're trying to make about America, how great America is you indoctrinating the kids. You trying to indoctrinate them. That's all you trying to do. You do it every day. When you sit there and pretend racism doesn't matter, you motherfucker. When you act like what happened in history, no, that wasn't really how it all went down. You trying to indoctrinate people. The fuck are you talking about? Your whole political, whatever the fuck racist shit you on, the same shit. You trying to indoctrinate them racist motherfuckers to believe in anything that you say that's stupid. Trump is doing it. Biden doing it. They all doing it. What are you talking about? Why I always tell y'all people, I tell y'all what I tell y'all. I give y'all opinions, but facts. But I tell you, if you don't want to believe my opinion or facts, you go do the research. If you think I'm lying. But my whole point is saying, if you think, it's not saying that if you think I'm lying, I want you to go do it because I want you to do it so you can educate yourself. So you can't say, oh, well, I just learned that from Kenny. No, motherfucker, you went to go do some of the research yourself. So you know whatever you heard from me was true, but now you know because now you did the motherfucking work. I don't want you to say what I'm saying is correct. You go do the research. Of course, maybe we're going to agree because certain opinions and certain things sound right. Okay, cool. But I still want you to go research. I still want you to go research everything I say. I ain't trying to indoctrinate nobody, man. I got my own beliefs. I believe in what I want to believe in. Everybody ain't going to agree with everything, and I don't want y'all to. The fuck going on? But this motherfucker sitting up there acting like, oh, we just want everybody to think freely. A lie! A lie! Candace Owens, all of them, lying. I'm a free thinker. You're a liar. You're trying to indoctrinate people to believe in only what you believe in. It's a lie. I have no problem with religious people. If you're religious, be religious. It's okay. We can still have a conversation. It's not like I'm ignorant to religion. It's not like I ain't gonna like you because you're religious. They all fucking lies. They all lie all the time. They lie about shit they ain't even got to lie about. Oh, the other side does it. Like they ain't doing it. Both sides does it. Everybody has an agenda. Everybody, all of us have one. I have one, you have one, everybody does. The problem is a lot of times, just because you have an agenda, you shouldn't want to push that on everybody. Everybody ain't going to understand. Everybody think that, nah, I can't do that. And that's fine sometimes. You got to let people be. You can't push shit on people. Certain shit you just can't push on them. Because it's your own personal belief or how you grew up. So? That's like a gang nigga. I told y'all when I was in the streets, a fucking gang member of Blood or some shit, Crip, try to come and recruit. Nigga, you don't get your bitch ass out of here. We ain't play that shit. You don't give a fuck about that shit. We don't do that over here. Listen, shout out RIP to my man Drew. He wasn't the most thoroughest nigga from our clique. But look how he fell to victim to that shit. Shit, even a nigga that was thorough in my clique, that's like my family, that nigga, he wanna be a Crip. The fuck out of here, nigga. We ran Crips out our neighborhood. But that's what happened when niggas, when you ain't your own person, you still want to be a part of some shit. When you used to be like, oh no, hold on, yo, this shit don't make no sense. The nigga just don't tell me I got to only believe in this to fuck with this. Nah, fuck that. Listen, my only thing is I always tell everybody, only thing that I won't allow nobody to fuck with me or I'll fuck with them is racism. I just can't fuck with people like that. If you endorse that type of shit and that type of behavior, I just can't fuck with you. Because see, if you allow that, you're okay with bigotry. You're okay with mistreating other people because they're different from you. So I can't fuck with racism. Now, hey, nigga, I'm with that. So I won't fuck with you. Let's move on. Well, he's a goddamn liar, bro.
Some very robust protections for the rights of parents to direct the education, upbringing their school children and have a voice.
Then again, putting some parents in control could prove quite problematic.
You know the crazy part about it? They talk all that shit. They don't let them children talk. Even the parents. They ain't letting them children talk. Or they writing down shit for their children to write. To read off. Because I guarantee you some of them conservative parents that got children ain't talking about none of that shit. They ain't coming off at it like that. Not a lot of them. There's probably some. Not a lot of them. So the fucking parents is speaking for the children, which a part of you are the parent, you're supposed to. But when you're spilling racism, listen, man. Listen, I don't. I don't understand, man. You know what the crazy shit about it? When I was growing up and shit, it was certain. Listen, we didn't really fuck with gay people like that. And what I mean by that is that we just didn't fuck with gay people. It was against the code. We went with the gay shit. And I get how bigot. I was a bigot. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Didn't think I was at the time, but I probably was. I probably was, against gay people and shit, and didn't even know, and being bigoted. I can say that, right? Even though I got a gay cousin, and anybody fuck my gay cousin, I beat the shit out you, right? But we didn't really fuck with gay people like that. Like, not to the point of like, you really couldn't be in our circle like that. You couldn't really. We didn't fuck with you. We didn't beat you up because you was gay and shit like that. We didn't do shit like that. I'm just saying where I came from in my and how I grew up. We just didn't do that. I'm sorry. We made fun of them. I ain't gonna lie about that, but we didn't really. We probably did more mental to them than physical. We just didn't beat up gay people and made them. It wasn't like that with us, because a lot of us had gay family members and shit like that. So a lot of us didn't. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand, bro. Like I told you about, even white people, when they came to our community and shit, nigga, they was only in that community for 2 reasons. And you had to get, that's why when niggas was talking that shit was like, oh, niggas can't be talking about, niggas don't get no, niggas don't have to check in. Yeah, you do. No white person can just roll up amongst a whole bunch of niggas out of the blue. We gonna look at, hold up, yo, who the fuck is this? Police? And if a nigga rolled up with a white chick, nigga, hey, boy, you better hope the sisters don't get at you. Who the fuck is this bitch? See, we ain't had to do it as niggas. The females getting that ass. No white boy can just roll up like, nigga, who yo? No, yo, what's up? Oh, yo, he with me. I don't give a fuck who yo. Nah, yo, he good. Nah, nigga, we don't know that nigga like that, man. See, I come from a different era, bro. We just ain't even let new niggas just, like, if you was black, you just couldn't just roll up. Nigga, we doing criminal behavior. So anybody can't just roll the fuck up. So a lot of it wasn't just because of your race. A lot of it, nigga, we don't know you. But no lie to you, listen. 2 reasons you see a white boy hanging with black people at that time, or a white chick. She was fucking with a nigga that we was cool with and he had to vouch for. And vice versa with the dude. He had to vouch for. And nigga, we took him through the ringers before, because number one, he is white. So we don't try to pretend that we didn't see color. Nigga, he white. Hold on, bro. And second, he knew we don't know him. Or know her. Go fuck. We doing criminal behavior right here. Like, what the fuck? But even when it came to gay people, it wasn't because they was gay, bro. We was just like, hey, man, who the fuck is that, man? Fuck is that gay motherfucker? Like, we know he gay or know she gay. Fuck is that? It was more because, nigga, we doing criminal behavior. You just don't trust everybody to come in the circle. We doing criminal shit. And then the other thing, if you seen a white person come in the neighborhood like that, nigga, they was they was a mail person or delivery person or some shit like that. And that was very rare because it used to be black, right? But if they come, they come. We know what it is, right? And the other part was nigga, they was coming there to get cracked. I was just having this conversation with a white co-worker of mine. Because he was like, he went, because he was in the hood. and he was delivering this shit. Motherfuckers offering me, he wants some crack. Because they don't listen. They don't be around white people like that. And the white people that they be around, the white people usually do crack. The white people that don't actually do crack usually run with the dudes. You see them with the guys. You feel me? So that's why, like, any white person come into like a black neighborhood like that, we like, yo, you looking for some crack? Oh, that motherfucker the police. Like, that's how we look at it. Just being real. I don't even think we was being bigoted. I just think that, yo, that's just how it was. And it's still like that. He was like, he didn't get offended by it as a white dude because he understand as a white dude and know about the, you know, a little bit about the black community a little bit, know about the streets. He was like, I ain't get offended. He was like, nah, I don't do that shit, man. You know what I mean? That's why I be telling them niggas, have your uniform on. Like, yo, a lot of times, niggas, you know, listen, you know why I don't get fucked with in the hood? When I'm out in the hood and I'm delivering this shit, I got my whole uniform on, nigga. I'm straight up. You know where I work. You know why I'm here. Nigga, I got my own truck at this point. For real. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how I got my own truck, right? Listen, funny, right? I got my own truck and shit, right? I'm the only person. Shout out to my manager, man. Listen, right? For like maybe about a couple of weeks and shit, right? Motherfuckers didn't want, called Truck One, right? Truck One, right? It's an Amazon truck, but Truck One and shit. Nobody like driving that bitch. Nobody like driving that bitch because oh, god dang, got me crying, bro. Listen, nobody like driving this motherfucking truck, right? Because the fucking seatbelt is fucked up. Like, when you try to like get the seatbelt to click it and shit, you gotta click. Doing that shit, yo. And it fuck up you because you move. Like, you delivering, yo, we moving. Like, people don't understand, like, we move, we busting. Like, you know what I mean? We busting. Like, we out that motherfucker, right? So, yo, motherfuckers like, yo, I hate that fucking truck. I mean, you hear everybody, I hate that fucking truck. I hate that fucking truck. Fuck. So he gave it to me and shit. I get it one day, right? So, he ain't never tell me the truck was fucked up, right? Or the seatbelt shit was fucked up. Everything else is fine. It's just the fucking seatbelt. So he never tell me anything. Heat work, everything. Everything work. People, it's fine. So I get the truck. I say, man, I'm doing the seatbelt. Man, that's some bullshit, man. The fucking seatbelt in there fucked up. Right? I'm telling everybody, right? So I get here this shit, right, to go get my shit loaded up in my truck, right, for my route. So I think y'all listen, if y'all know my personality, y'all know how I am, man. I don't be playing, man, with certain shit, man. I told my super, hey, come here, man. I like, man, what's up with the goddamn seatbelt? He like, yeah, everybody was talking about the seatbelt and, blah, blah, blah. He was like, Kenny, listen, the only truck I can give you today, man. Yeah, blah, 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 right? So I'm like, yeah, man, that's some bullshit, right? So I'm like everybody else at this point, right? Everybody complain about it. I'm complaining. I'm mad, whatever, right? Man, fuck that. Hey, man. I snapped that bitch one time. You know that shit that come over here like that? I don't do that. I just snap that bitch one time, and I just get up under that bitch. You know how you lift it, and I yank it a little bit when I got to get in and get out. I know how to work that bitch now. But everybody don't like that shit, but I found out. But I got my own motherfucking truck, so when I get a big load or a small load, nigga, I'm fine. You feel me? So I ain't worried about nothing. That's my fucking truck right now. And I remember I came back and my manager and shit, he was like, yeah, Ken, he's like, man, you was out there floating today, man. I was like, man, I'm always floating, but he was like, nah, you floating today. But that's because you ain't got to keep hitting that motherfucking seatbelt. You just boom, boom, hit that bitch, boom, and just go over and do your thing. Right? So he was like, "You good with the truck?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm good with it, man. I ain't tripping off of it, man." Right? So, you know what I mean? Like, so I get my truck every time. I get one every time. So I got my own fucking truck. But niggas just so mad about the seatbelt. Like, you couldn't figure that out. Like, see, I told you, I work around fuckery sometimes. Like, I try to figure shit out. I try to come up with solutions about shit. You know what I mean? I don't try to make my job harder. I try to make it easier. Or whatever the fuck I'm doing in life, right? But a lot of niggas didn't want, like, yo, they ain't, for some odd reason, they ain't figured that out to do it. And so, and they just hate the truck, bro. It's just, it is what it is. I say I take it, get it to me every time I go out. That's how that shit go. It was funny, yo, because, like, everybody was mad about that shit, bro. Like, they was cussing this nigga out, like, yo, man, all this money y'all making, y'all can't fix this motherfucking seatbelt. That's why I'm laughing, bro, because these niggas was mad as shit, yo. I'm talking down to the dudes, to the chicks. They was all mad, bro. You know what I mean? Regardless which race they was, bro. They was white, black, nigga. They was wilding them out. He was like, what you want me to do about it? That nigga fix that shit. Like, and they still ain't fix it. Cause I don't complain about it. They still ain't fix it. I don't give a fuck. Cause listen, I always want my Amazon truck. So when I come through, motherfuckers know what I'm on, nigga. And I move like I move. I don't be sitting there and I don't be talking to niggas. I try not to, but I go there and I do my shit and I move. I keep moving this shit. It usually be, believe it or not, a lot of people, they talk to you and shit a lot of the times, and it be older people, they want to talk to me and shit. You know what I mean? And, you know, here and there some young niggas that come up and say something or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of times it be the older folks. They be one that sit there and have conversation because they ain't, you know, they ain't used to having conversation with people. Someone be in the house stuck and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in the midst of the fucking hood, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm comfortable there. Like, you know what I mean? I always tell people I'm always comfortable. I'm comfortable wherever the fuck I go, but you know what I mean? Because I ain't really scared of shit. So, I'm amongst my people. I ain't scared of shit. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen, nigga. And I know how to move when I'm in the hood. Regardless, I'm working, nigga. I know how to move, nigga. I know when to shut my doors and roll my windows up and lock this bitch up because these niggas want some fuck shit, right? And I know sometimes when it's a whole bunch of little kids right there and shit, I can leave my windows down and leave my door open and go deliver about 3-4 packages on the block. And ain't nothing gonna get taken out of there. I know how to move. You know what I mean? I know how to read people real well. People don't know how to do that. So that's why people be talking that bullshit about the hood. Nigga, you just ain't from the hood, so you don't know how to move. You get what I mean? Shit crazy, yo. But let's move on. That shit was funny to me, though. I had to really, shit was hilarious to me. It's still funny to me, bro.
Isn't so much about books. This battle is between good and evil that is targeting our children. And I believe the only way
now, mind you, when people say that means they think that gay people are evil. Think about that. You have grown-ass adults out here calling gay people evil. Now, mind you, these supposed to be so-called religious folks. They actually really thinking that gay people are walking around trying to indoctrinate children to be gay. That's like, even with black people, like when they even talking about we taught this wokeness and shit, you don't want to tell other white kids about racism so they know how to look out for it and say that it's not right. Even if they see it at home, they be like, my dad a racist. Like, people can see that shit. It's sad, bro. It's sad what we have came to in racism and the bigotry of people where they try to, they hiding behind religion and children. That's the bad part about it. That's the most disgusting part about it. But anyway, let's move on.
Only way to steer us back is found in 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people.
Now that he's got no way to the
religion. Every time you hear them, they hitting us with some Bible verses. They tell on themselves. So if motherfuckers start coming in, so can the Muslims come in and start saying that shit? These white racists they don't hate China, hate North Korea. They don't really hate Russia and shit like that. They actually want to be like them. How they control their people. That's what they want. Because it was a period of time where they had everybody in the country controlled before the Civil Rights Act. Honestly. That's all they want to get back to. They watch China. They don't hate China. They envy China. They envy North Korea. They envy Iran. They envy Saudi Arabia. They envy Russia. That's all it is. They want to get back to controlling America. Controlling Americans. By any means necessary. That's all it is, people. But they'll sit here and pretend to you that they're good human beings and we're not about racism and bigotry and all this other fuckery shit. But we all know the truth. We all know the truth. Now, mind you, you thought that shit was fucked up. I'm going to let you hear, and this is how a lot of them maggots think. A lot of them. They actually really feel this way. And this is why I call them racist. Because even if I'm a part of something like this, and if I hear anybody speaking like this in the movement that I'm in, I'm not fucking with it. It was like the same thing with Black Lives Matter. I was like, I'm all right, I'm rocking with that. I like that. But when we start hearing certain shit about Black Lives Matter, no, I'm not fucking with the organization. The movement is what it is. The movement still stands. But that shit, that whole organization, fuck no. No. At least I can admit that. But they can't. And you don't see me rocking Black Lives Matter and shit like that, nigga. I fuck with it what was supposed to be. Until it turned into, you know how America does. But it is what it is. But I'm going to let y'all hear something that's so off the rails that it's like, yo, what the fuck going on with y'all? What the fuck is going on in Maga? Y'all are tripping. But anyway, let's listen to this shit. This is a Maga dude. You know the crazy part about this shit is this motherfucker on vacation. And he's out here still thinking about killing people. But anyway, let's move on.
So you better pray to God, and I mean this literally, or whoever the you pray to, okay? That Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, and Attorney General Barr clean this up lawfully. Because if for any reason the President of the United States feels that it's not getting done the way it should, and decides to put out the tweet that says, my fellow Americans, my fellow 2A loving Americans, it's time to take up arms against these you are all in under an hour.
The fact that in this country that man is legally
This nigga said, this dude said, in a day, y'all gonna be fucked. Let me tell you stupid MAGA people something. Because I never tell you every secret that black people got. But it ain't gonna work out like you think it's gonna work out. And it's just and just to let you know we ain't scared of you. Because we already know who you're talking about. You act like you trying to act like it's just the left. We all know who you're talking about. Talking about black people. And I'm telling you, you ain't even brave enough right now to come to the black community to do shit. You ain't brave enough to do it. You ain't brave enough to go to motherfucking Watts or Compton, where gang members really truly are, Chicago, where real gang members are, and go there and do a mass shooting and see what happened. You went to a part of, you motherfuckers always go to a soft spot where black people just living life in their community and shoot it up. Go to a church or something like that. And two, I see you go to a real gang neighborhood and do some, and really start just killing gang members or some shit like they're going to mass shooting that way. We don't believe you. It don't mean I ain't gonna take you serious. We just don't believe you. You like that. You ain't like that. So don't think that you just gonna one day and wipe out what? Who you think you're gonna wipe out? The black community? Huh? Who you talking about? You ain't gonna wipe out all of us. Number one, we ain't scared of you motherfuckers. That's number one. Listen, there's some black people, don't get me wrong, they scared. You see them all the time. Scared ass, coward ass Negroes. We see them all the time. Y'all see them? Sellouts. Bunch of cowards. You see them. We ain't talking about them. I ain't talking about them. Listen, let me explain something to y'all. See, because I ain't even let y'all know my game plan to it fully. Listen. I'm a citizen, but I'm a former street nigga. And if you bitches ever attempted, I think that you want to go to civil war and go against us, you know where I'm good at? You know where I'm good at? Amongst my people. Ain't no, you ain't put no fear in especially in my heart. Ain't no fear in my motherfucking heart. Talk all that gangster shit you want. Ain't no fear, bro. Number one, I don't live amongst people like you. So, I really gives a fuck what you talking about. You ain't gonna do shit. Not where I'm from. See, I can't speak for other black people that live certain other places, but I know one motherfucking place where I'm from, where I still rely at, and I'm still a part of where I'm at. Nah. Fuck out of here. We ain't scared. We ain't never scared. That's that tough Tony talk. Fuck out of here. That's that delusional talk. That's that motherfucker. You on a vacation and you thinking you woke up, whatever the fuck you was doing good with your kids or whatever you was doing, you thought about going to war with niggas. Cause we know who you talking about. You want to go to war with niggas. And that's what you thinking about on vacation? I go on vacation, I ain't thinking about none of you racist pieces of shit. I'm thinking about enjoying my life, living my best life. You thinking about killing niggas. That's how delusional you bitches are. Yo, that shit gotta be tiring, yo. You just wake up, you on vacation, and you still thinking about killing niggas. Sad, bro. Sad. Yo, we live in a sad country, man. We got some sad people that live in this country. This shit is ridiculous. Niggas crazy, man. Move up.
Is legally allowed to own a gun should tell you how ridiculously loose our gun regulations are. That man who couldn't even vaguely conceal the glee he felt while imagining getting to gun down his fellow Americans in the street at the behest of former President Donald Trump. But if you thought that first clip was bad, wait till you see the next one.
Under 1 hour, you're done. Every one of you. We're all just at home, hanging out, or we're on vacation like me right now, watching you idiots behave the way you do, waiting for that one tweet, that one emergency text message from the President of the United States that gives us the green light to finish this entire thing in under an hour. It will not be law enforcement. It will not be one of these slow, bureaucratic justice system, wheels of justice turning. It'll be a group of people you didn't even know existed because we were at our houses, we got off work, we were with our families, but we were ready for that call. And if that call ever does come, you will be 7 ways from Sunday.
I'm Rayvana.
Now, listen, 2 things about this, right? Listen, this is why, like, honestly, on real talk, though, I'm going to be serious about this. This is why people like this shouldn't have guns. This is why. This dude is talking about, think about what he's saying. Whenever Donald Trump gives the word to go kill, I guess he's saying the left or niggas or whatever, however he's saying. I guess the left, right? Just say he's saying the left. Who you know that is a liberal? So what, you just gonna go randomly go up to people and just start killing them? Asking them if they're a liberal? What if they lie and say, nah, I ain't a liberal? You gonna walk away? And then soon you walk away, they blow your fucking brains loose? Like, yo, what are you talking about, bruh? Then mind you, okay, just think about how, this is why FBI and shit like this supposed to be involved. For him saying this, his ass should be indicted. This is why. See, freedom of speech should go so far. Yeah, you got the freedom to say it, but it's consequences with that. This is a threat. Think about what he is saying. So you're just going to roll up onto somebody that you assume that is a leftist, right? Kill them, kill their children. You're talking about killing children, you ignorant son of a bitch. See, this is not a game when these people be saying certain shit. Because, see, I come from a different generation. Threats is threats, bro. I don't give a fuck if you playing with me like that. I don't play, first of all, I don't play like that with threats. Because I wouldn't play with you. If I'm threatening you, I'm threatening you. It's on when I see you. So, if you say some shit like this to me, then you're a threat to me. So I'm going to kill you before you get the chance to kill me. That's where I come from. So I'm telling the FBI right now, lock his ass up. Charge him. This motherfucker talking about killing children. He don't know who the fuck is a leftist or a right. Who the fuck knows that? That's like me going around, I see somebody that's white or black. Just say that. He a Republican. Let me kill this motherfucker. How I know who's a Republican? How I know who's a Trump supporter? Unless you got the outfit on. Got your Klan shit on. So you just gonna kill their kids too? Come on, bro. Come on. And people probably, it got people probably in the chat, people watch this shit and probably think what this dude is saying, you know, it's real fucked up like Joe Biden. Come on, bruh. Come on with the Joe Biden shit. Come on with the leftist shit. This dude is talking about going around killing people. All he got to do is get the green light from Trump, tell him, go kill people. How he know who's leftist? This nigga, he fuck around, probably kill Republicans because he don't know who's a Republican or a Democrat. Come on, bruh. Let's go to a quick commercial break, man. We'll be right back, man. This shit is crazy. right, people, we back from quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when you go live, people. And if you can donate to the channel, go to OBF, the real Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channels down there scrolling below. Make sure you guys, if you can, share the videos, man. Hit the like button, people. We highly appreciate it. Listen, I hear some of y'all in the chat, man. Listen, if y'all just coming in here for attention, right? To me to shout you out and all that other shit, this is not the show for y'all. Honestly. Okay? Listen, I see y'all in the chat, man. It's shit going up and down the fucking chat like that. I'm trying to get through some shit. Okay? There's no disrespect to you. I'm just trying to get through shit. It's fucking 50 to 60, 70 fucking people coming through there. I'm not gonna be able to catch everything. So listen, but shout out to y'all in the chat, man. Shout out to Troy and a couple other people that's in there. Wisdom and stuff like that. Shout out to a couple of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? But y'all going back and forwards. And then half the time, I don't know if any of y'all trolls, man. So listen, y'all gotta calm down on that shit, man. Instead of y'all coming over here trying to look for recognition and shit like that, how about y'all be listening to what I'm saying instead of looking for recognition of somebody recognizing you? Come on, bro. Y'all gotta be better than that, man. That's all I'm saying. No disrespect to y'all. It's just, come on. I appreciate you guys participating and watching the show and stuff like that. I appreciate it. Honestly, I do. Let's move on.
Anna, and welcome back.
But I want to say this too. Listen, that's dangerous, man. This is dangerous. This ain't even scary to me, but it's dangerous. This motherfucker's talking about going around just randomly shooting people because Trump give him the green light. Like, you just going, who you going, like, how you know who's a leftist? How you know who's a Republican? What, because they're going to have the Trump flags up or something? You're going to let everybody know if they ain't got the Trump flags up. What if people do, what if it's a whole black community have all Trump flags up and everything, and they wait for you to come in and they kill your dumb ass? See, because you don't think outside of your stupidity and your hate for others. He should not own a gun. He's dangerous to society. You shouldn't be speaking like that. That's like me, because I don't like Trump, that I'm telling people pick up arms and, you know, if Trump win, we got to kill Trump supporters. Think about me saying that. You know how crazy that sounds? All the black community, pick up guns, we gonna go kill all Trump supporters. How the fuck we know everybody Trump supporters? Shit, you might got some black Trump supporters of all the fuck you know. Your own family member might be a fucking Trump supporter, all the fuck you know. Come on, bro.
Welcome back to Rebel HQ. That MAGA idiot took time out of his vacation, sat down in front of his laptop at his tacky beach-themed Airbnb to record that message. On vacation, this man is fantasizing about Donald Trump calling him up or sending out a tweet declaring war on liberals, picking up the gun that this country ridiculously has allowed him to obtain, and using it to shoot people in the street. What sad and pathetic lives these people are leading. And the saddest and potentially scariest part of all of this is he's far and away not the only person in that cult who believes that it's his job to use his weapons in defense of Donald Trump. The amount of Trump supporters who support the use of political violence has been increasing the past several years and is horrifyingly high. But that is just the natural conclusion of the insane gun culture that the right wing in the country has been cultivating over the past century. These people are so insane, they genuinely believe the Second Amendment should allow them to own cannons.
I think the Second Amendment...
Let me say this, because I'm watching niggas in the chat say something. Let me tell y'all something, bro. I don't do shit for money. If you donate, you donate. I'm not shouting you out for donations, bro. You should be one to donate because you wanted to donate. I'm not shouting you out for a donation, bro. Honestly. I don't do shit for money, bro. Not in the way that you think. Nah, that don't happen. I'm not shouting out a dude you talking about, oh, I donate, I get $5. No, if you gonna get a $5, give it. If you're not, that's fine. I'm not that dude, bro. This ain't the channel that does shit like that. I'm not the, listen, when I say I'm the realest nigga on YouTube, I'm the realest dude on YouTube. I don't give a fuck about that shit that y'all care about. I honestly don't. I'm not an internet dude. I don't play internet games. You gonna donate, you gonna donate. If you not, that's cool. Excuse me, I don't do this shit for money, bro. But I appreciate y'all here. Honestly. And leaving your comments.
The amendment is very important to the people, and actually in the Second Amendment we could have cannons if we wanted to, so at least there's not 800 cannons sitting around the town, I suppose.
And then right-wingers always get to frame the issue of gun control, not as the Democratic Party is interested in protecting the citizens of this country from its high rates of gun violence. No, it's just that Democrats are tyrants who want to take your guns so that they can control you.
Who says they're taking guns, though? Who wants to take guns?
Democrats have always wanted to take your guns. They've been after your guns for years.
Haven't they just wanted to...
Think about it. If they was after their guns for years, then why people can still go out and buy guns? It's like religious people. They come out and they talk about, hey, well, you know, they're trying to take our religious rights away. They still out this bitch, still preaching that nonsense. They nonsense religion. So I'm trying to figure out how somebody trying to take something away from your, like, what policy? They can't name a policy. Even if they restrict people from getting, you know, it's more stricter to get guns, and they try to fix the loopholes for people to get guns and sell guns. They don't stop people from getting guns. It just make it hard for you to get fucking guns. Because maybe it should be hard. Listen, I don't care who you are. You could be a responsible gun owner. It should be hard for everybody to get a fucking gun that can kill people. What anybody in their right mind thinking about, you know what, I'm going to get more knives. I'm going to go get more knives and hammers to go kill people. Who thinking about that? I'm going to get more knives and hammers to protect myself. Who the fuck thinks like that? Ain't nobody thinking like that. Stop it. Nobody trying to take away your guns, bitch. Listen, I own guns. I would say a couple. Maybe a lot, if you want to say in a way. I don't like guns. It's for protection. You run up on me, you're stupid. That's how I look at it. Listen, but I don't really, and I come from the streets, I don't really like guns. Never did. But I use that shit as protection. Always did. And I'm very careful when I use that motherfucker. If I gotta use it. If I gotta sit there and fight a nigga, I'll fight a nigga before I shoot him. But at this point, as me getting older and shit, hey man, roll up on me wrong, I might shoot you. That's how it goes. But I'm not trying to have no confrontation with nobody like that. So I'm more of trying to de-escalate a situation before it gets to any point of me, even if I got to get physical. Trying to de-escalate. It ain't like that, blah, blah, blah. You know, you use tactics of de-escalating situation. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm in my fucking 40s, bro. I don't got time to be sitting out here trying to fight no nigga and out here trying to shoot nobody. Fuck out of here, man. My mind ain't even thinking about that. My shit is about trying to help the world and trying to help children, help people. people that's less fortunate. I ain't thinking about fighting your stupid ass because you mad about whatever the fuck you mad about. But anyway, listen, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. A lot of people say I look young, but I'm in my 40s, bro. I appreciate you. Let me shout out. Come on, bro. Y'all killing me with that. Let me shout out. What's her name? Killer. Z Killer. Z Killer. Shout out to Z Killer, man. Come on, man. Y'all doing too much, bro. Y'all doing too much, bro. Yo, man. Shout out to Z Killer, man. Shout out to Z Killer. All right. Shout out to Arvon. I think that's Arvon. I appreciate y'all, man. Honestly. But don't ever get that shit twisted. I don't do shit. I don't do this shit for people to donate. If you do it, you do it. Don't get that shit twisted about me. I ain't like the other YouTube niggas. I ain't sitting there trying to scam niggas to donate. If you're going to donate, donate. I'll put it out there for you to donate if you can. Don't do it because whatever. Like, do it because you want to do it. This ain't the channel I try to, like, run some type of fucking Ponzi scheme to get you to donate to the channel. Nah. I ain't like that, bro. But anyway, let's move on.
To restrict access to them?
Well, I'll tell you, there's a lady in my town, and she says ARs are big mass murder machines. There's probably 800 of them in my town, and there's no mass murders. It's actually, we have a mental health problem.
And that's because ain't nobody in your fucking city, wherever they probably live at, it ain't a whole bunch of black and minority people that live there. That's probably why. Listen, people. Real talk. Ain't no white dude ever came in where I live at in my community in Baltimore and did a mass shooting, bro. They usually do that shit somewhere in the county, bro. They can't do that here. Listen, you ain't gotta worry about the police killing them. It's gonna be some niggas on the street that's gonna kill them. You ain't gonna roll up on us like that, bro. You may kill a couple motherfuckers, but you ain't gonna, listen, you fuck the police, nigga. We don't, listen, Baltimore niggas don't really fuck with the police. We'll shoot that motherfucker first. For the police, dude. We ain't calling the, oh my God, the police. Nah, we don't roll like that. Just try to tell y'all. Especially after that Freddie Gray shit. We don't fuck with the police, dude. Shit, the motherfucker, it was a story just came out. I actually got the story. Should I talk about it now? I'm going to leave it alone before I talk about that story. About the Freddie Gray shit. Because there's some shit. I may do a video on this right after this. About the Freddie Gray shit. Or some shit that's going to fuck you up. You feel me? Listen, bro, they already doing that. They already black and proud. Listen, they already doing that, bro. When niggas go to jail. You ever see niggas in jail? These niggas are enslaved Negroes. That's why I don't like jail. That's why I don't fuck with jail. I've been there before, so I already know, but I'm just telling you. You enslaved. You go to jail, you an enslaved nigga. It ain't no different from our ancestors. You an enslaved nigga. You ever been to prison, jail, whatever? All that shit is enslavement, bro. And I know when they say, oh, you did a crime, I get that, yo, bro. But some of that shit, they can control that shit, but they chooses not to. They allowed inmates to run the motherfucking shit. So that's how you know. It's no different how they had niggas on the streets shooting and killing each other, right? And get the niggas in jail and they kind of run the jails. They can stop that shit. They choose not to. They'd rather for them niggas to shoot, stab, and mistreat each other and rape each other and shit like that. They okay. And some of them guards sit there. Listen, I know this for a fact because I've been there. But I'm telling you, My wife used to be a correctional officer. So I'm just trying to tell y'all. That shit is enslavement. My wife would tell you that shit. It's to enslave black people. Trying to tell y'all. We already enslaved. It's already modern day slavery happening. Go to jail and see how enslaved you feel. Especially if you know the history of this country when it comes to slavery. Go to jail. You want to know what slavery about? When motherfuckers say, well, I ain't never been an enslaved person. Well, go to jail and see how slavery... jail will tell you, and prison will show you, and give y'all the feelings of how our ancestors was. You ignorant niggas. Some of you niggas is ignorant. And I ain't talking about you, my brother, but I'm just saying, these black and proud, I'm just saying, these niggas be wildin', man. And niggas be glorifying jail. Fuck you glorifying this. You glorifying slavery, nigga. Fuck out of here. Let's move on, man.
Health problem. And nobody's doing nothing with that. That would be the biggest thing that I would say.
It's wonderful that your town has, in your estimate, 800 AR-15s and no mass shootings. So then clearly they aren't killing machines. Why don't you go tell that to...
First of all, it ain't no motherfucking niggas is killing niggas with AR-15s around here. And we talking about street niggas. That ain't happening around here with AR-15s. What are you talking about? And there's a lot of violence happening where I live. There ain't nobody really shooting niggas with AR-15s. The fuck you talking about? Listen, I know homies that's out the game. They got AR-15s. The fuck that mean? The difference is we know when motherfucking domestic terrorists, because that's what they are, pick up an AR-15, they go around and they kill more people with AR-15s than regular handguns and shit like that. You don't hear about no other guns. You just hear about AR-15s. You know why? Because they got a fucking AR-15. Fuck out of here. Man, as people in America, we gotta do better, man. Y'all motherfuckers just be listening to anything and think that shit makes sense. It doesn't make any sense. Man, I can pick a spot in Maryland where ain't no motherfucking domestic terrorists happening either, and they got AR-15s out that bitch too. What the fuck do that mean? Shit, I can go to a hood in Baltimore City where ain't nobody got no AR-15s there. And there ain't no motherfucking mass shootings happen from no AR-15 with a whole bunch of people dying. Niggas going on mass shootings. Fuck out of here, man. Let's move on, bruh.
Tell that to the families of the 19 kids and 2 teachers who were murdered at Uvalde. What about the families of the 10 individuals murdered at the Top supermarket in Buffalo, New York? The families of the 17 children who were murdered at Stoneman Douglas.
Let me say this. Think about this. Let a motherfucker go in there with 3 handguns, fully loaded, got so much extra clips. I guarantee you he can't kill that many people. Like if a motherfucker got an AR-15. I guarantee you he can't. Come on, man. Listen, when I was in the streets, bro, I used to walk around with a gun on me all the time. And no lie to you, a part of me felt safe, but I felt a little arrogant with a gun in my dip. Right? So imagine a motherfucker got a fucking AR-15. He goes somewhere. This motherfucker feel unstoppable. He got a bulletproof vest on. He got an AR-15. He got clips. You don't think this motherfucker feel unstoppable? And I used to walk around with a vest on, with a motherfucking maybe a 9 or 45 on me or some shit, and I felt untouchable. So imagine a motherfucker got an AR-15 and a vest on with extra clips. You don't think he feel unstoppable, motherfucker? Listen, we just live amongst the stupid. But like I said, when you don't come from the environment of violence, in a way, right? This is what makes me unique in a way. I come from violence. I done seen people die in my arms. Seen people get their head blown off from it. I done seen people what they can do with little guns, right? But I ain't never seen a motherfucker go and do a mass shooting and kill a whole bunch of niggas. Maybe 1 or 2, 3 of them will die. Not over 3. Not over 3. You ain't never seen a nigga on the block just go on the block and just start shooting everybody. I ain't never seen that. And I come from one of the roughest neighborhoods in the motherfucking country. Baltimore City. One of the most roughest one of the roughest cities in America. Back when I was growing up, I ain't never seen no shit like that. Nigga just go there with some handguns and just go there, or even with some other ammunition shit. And hell no. Usually about 2 or 3 niggas that got a guns, and then you hear boo, 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 boo. You hear that shit. But not no one nigga gonna come there with a handgun and some clips and start, hell no. If that motherfucker came with an AR-15 and start spraying some shit, yeah, a whole bunch of niggas gonna, listen, it might be more niggas dying. Believe it or not, if a nigga got an AR-15, he was a hood nigga, and he rode in the hood with an AR-15, he can kill a whole bunch of niggas. He ain't just gonna kill 2 or 3 niggas. He might kill about 15 to 20 to maybe 30 motherfuckers. In a crowd. Cause when niggas go on a mission to do something, they don't give a fuck who they killing. A lot of these domestic terrorists, they watching who they killing. Some of the times. Not all the times, but some of the times. Fuck out of here, man. These niggas stupid. Let's move on, man.
In Douglas High School, the families of the 26 people who were murdered at the Sutherland Springs, Texas church shooting. And I could go on and on and on, because whether you want to face the fact...
Let me just say this. You know why they don't want to fuck with them AR-15s like that? Listen, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Let niggas in the hood start getting them AR-15s like that. And they started going to shoot and kill a whole bunch of black people like that. Or let black people get them AR-15s like that, and we go into white neighborhoods. It's probably only gonna take one black nigga to do it. And he do it, and he go there and he start killing ain't nothing but white people. And he on a mass shooting spree for whatever reason he on, but he go there, he do what he can do. That's when they'll change it. And I don't want no black person to do it. I'm just saying, it only takes one of us to go fuck up, to stop some shit. Because you think when black people, they listen, even in California, it's so hard to get guns out that bitch because of some effect of the Black Panthers. Let black people start getting shit. Let black people start doing some of this shit that these white supremacists do and see what happens. Or they go shoot up some colleges or whatever. Nigga, yeah, all right. Let a black person go into a white community and go start shooting up a fucking community like that and kill a whole bunch of white people and see what happens. Then these same nut jobs gonna be, we gotta make sure they can't get this and they can't get that. Yeah. Then you care. Just like the crack epidemic. You didn't care about that because it was only affecting black communities. And then now, the fentanyl shit, now you care about it. Now you care about dope coming across the border. And you didn't care about it getting into our communities. Now you care about it getting into your communities. Think about it. They don't really give a fuck. You got these politicians talking that nonsense bullshit like they really care. They don't care. They playing with people's lives. Even with the gun violence, they playing with it. It's not hard to stop this gun violence shit. It's very easy to stop it, bro. They just don't want to stop it. Because they think, the niggas going to kill themselves more. And less niggas, hey, we be better. We ain't got to kill them niggas like that. And let me tell you something. Whenever black people pick up arms and we say, hey, you can't come in our community, and we about positive shit, I guarantee you they'll change the law. Or if a black person go off on a killing spree and go in a white neighborhood with an AR-15 and then they think more about it, they'll start trying to change some shit. And I'm not telling no black person or anybody to go do that. I'm just saying. You got a bunch of ignorant motherfuckers out here that go and do some stupid shit because they ain't got no motherfucking common sense. But I'm just saying. Let's move on.
The facts or not, AR-15s are the guns of choice for mass shooters. A uniquely American problem, mind you. And while the assault weapons ban was in effect and AR-15s were effectively banned from private ownership in this country, we had significantly less mass shootings. That is a fact. As soon as the assault weapons ban expired, we saw an immediate increase in both the amounts of mass shootings in this country and the number of people.
Like I said, I don't even know why we got AR-15s. People can get them. I don't even know why. I really, truly don't. You can't even hunt with them bitches. So I don't even know why people want to get them. It's all about making them feel tough. That's all this is about. I told you when I used to roll around with guns and shit, that's all it made me feel like. Listen, I own guns. That's all it made me feel is not tough, but it made me feel safe. I don't give a fuck what gun it is. I got pumps. I got nines. So, I'm just saying. And all types of other guns and shit. But I'm just telling you, but I don't have a fucking AR-15. Fuck I need AR-15 for? Fuck I need that for? First of all, my intention is not to try to kill people, man. Listen. I'll go off of giving niggas warning shots. Because I don't want to kill nobody, man. You ain't been in that situation of killing somebody or did some shit in your life or seen people die and shit like that, man. Unless you're a psychopath, you okay with that shit. I ain't trying to kill nobody, man. I don't give a fuck if you trying to rob me or hurt me or some shit like that. I'm not trying to kill you. I'm just letting you know, back up off me, man. That's it. I don't want to kill and hurt nobody, man. A lot of people are borderline fucking psychopaths out here, man. Believe it or not.
Of people killed in mass shootings in this country. And you can make the argument that your AR-15 and your guns are not made to kill people. I bet you that this member who you share a MAGA movement with would disagree with you on that front.
My fellow Americans, my fellow 2A loving Americans, it's time to take up arms against these. You are all in under an hour.
That guy knows. That guy knows that his gun is a killing machine and he can't wait to use it as a killing machine. And at the end of the day, your right to bear arms does not outweigh my right to live a peaceful life. Every citizen's right to enjoy safety in this country. And the fact is that your gun ownership decreases our safety in this country. The ease at which people are able to...
Listen, but think about how crazy you got to be in your mind. Right? That I'm okay with killing kids. Because, listen, you're going to wind up killing the kid, man. Off his narrative, you know. You had to if you kill the liberal adults, you're going to have to kill the liberal kids, right? So, I mean, what? Come on, bro. Like, what are we doing here, man? You kill somebody's kid, bro. Like, what the fuck? I mean, you kill somebody's parent. You kill a kid's parent. What do you think they going to like you and love you? Like, what is wrong with people thinking about killing people? That shit is not cool. Like, listen, man. I had so much hate and rage in me when I was young. Because a lot of my homies died. And I could see why I had rage. Right? I look back at it now. I know why I had the rage that I had. And I did a lot of shit that I did. Right? And I can see why a lot of my homies did what they did. But I look back at that shit. It's like, yo. It's a cycle. Like, when that shit end, though? When that shit go in? When it's go in, bro? When you young, you ignorant and shit. You don't know no fucking better. That's why I don't be mad at young folks a lot of the times. But, you know, certain rules and principles we gotta have. I don't give a fuck how young you are, but, you know, you kill somebody, people's, the anger that you have, that some of these young folks have, and it's respectful that I have it. I mean, I understand it. So it's a respect level. I get it. I understand it. Like, I had it, so I know. But when you get older, and you can, if you survive through a lot of that shit that I'm talking about, you look back at that shit, it's like, yo, I wish I had the thought process that I have now, and the humanity that I have now that I had then. But shit was different. You young, you ignorant, you wildin'. But you got grown-ups. This is what's bothering me. This is why I said to come back to fruition what I'm saying. You got this grown-ass man that got kids, got a family, and he's just talking about randomly going out and killing people over something because of beliefs. It's not on no street shit. How I live my life and what I want for my daughter and others don't affect you, bro. It doesn't affect him. But he's willing to come out and kill my kids. Kill my kids, kill my kid, kill my nephews and shit like that, and people because we don't agree with him. We don't agree with Trump, I'm sorry. He's willing to pick up arms and go and kill people. Think about how dangerous that is. That's dangerous, bro. This dude should be locked up. Put in asylum. This motherfucker need to be in a mental home. Nobody supposed to think like that, bro. You don't even come from no street life. You on some political bullshit. You on political shit. And you mad? You that mad. Because nobody believes in your beliefs. And somehow this dude fucked your mind up like we're against your kids and trying to get a gun? Listen. You know how many motherfuckers I done seen got their guns taken from them? Come on, man. And I'm talking about robbed. Talking about this dumb shit that he's make-believing. I done seen one of my mans get robbed. I didn't have my gun on me that day. I seen my man get robbed one day, right? Couldn't do shit about it. Couldn't move on the situation because if I'd have moved on, the nigga that killed us, right? Probably killed my man, shot me. I had to stand there from a little far, Wasn't that far from, but I was a little far. I say Carson Street, and I couldn't do shit about it because I ain't had my gun on. No niggas, I ain't had my shit. My man had his gun on. He got robbed. He was lacking. They caught him, robbed him, took everything on him, his gun, everything. And I remember my man and me was upset as a motherfucker. Yo, we gonna kill these niggas. Yo. And we knew who the niggas was. Right? So, no, actually we didn't even know who the niggas was. They had a mask on. We didn't know who they was. But the niggas was so stupid, they was bragging. So we knew who the niggas, where they came from. The clique they came from. It's like, okay, cool. So we do a little bit more investigation and shit, And we find out exactly who the niggas was. So, I'm telling my man, yo, we gonna get these niggas. He was like, all right, I got you. Well, my man is so mad. Like, he don't give a fuck. Like, he like, yo, these niggas robbed us. Like, he got something taken from him. So you gotta understand that. And we in the street mentality type of shit. It may not make sense to all of y'all. But he's so pissed. And we go to see these niggas, right? Because my whole purpose was to rob the niggas, right? To rob them, to take what they took from us and probably some more, right? That was my purpose, right? And so my man, God rest his soul, he dead now. And we go do this shit. And see, because people like, oh, Kenny, how you gonna tell this story with you snitching? I ain't snitching on no nigga. My man is dead. Y'all don't even know who the fuck I'm talking about and whatever. And like I said, back in those days, yo, a lot of that shit happened and ain't no street shit. They kind of, went in the news and shit. I mean, it was in the news, but it wasn't, shit, how shit go dead, whatever, right? But anyway, nobody know the fuck I'm talking about. So, we do the shit. And, my man, like, when we talked about it, I told him, yo, we just going, we gonna go take their shit and we gonna rob all them niggas. And they was on the block. And we took all their shit. Stripped them niggas down. Took their shoes. We took everything from these niggas. Like, we was on that shit. And it was me and my man and like two other my niggas. Right? And so we stripping these niggas and taking them down, taking for everything they got, because we knew where their stash was and everything, because we was plotting on these niggas. We took every fucking thing from these niggas. Guns, everything. We took a lot of shit. And after we did all that shit, and I swear to you, my man was like, yo. And after we left, he was like, yo, I should have killed that nigga. I should have killed all them niggas. I was like, yo, we ain't come there for that, bro. It's like, yeah, I know, but we should have killed them niggas. All of them. That's how mad he was. Right? So, a few months later, my man and shit, because they ain't know we did it, because we was masked up. We did it, and the nigga and my man, that shit bothered him so much that nigga, he went off and shot those niggas and killed a lot of those niggas. Over a robbery. Over the niggas taking something. Hold on, people. Give me a second. 1 second. We're right back. back from quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel. All right, let me get this out here before we get out of here. So, get back to the story. So my man, he did what he did. He went out there and killed a couple of them niggas. And I remember this day like it was yesterday, bro. And he did that shit, and when he did it and he came back and he told me about it, I was like, yo, they just robbed us, bro. I don't give a fuck. He felt like these niggas took his livelihood away from him by taking his gun. Over fucking gun. So let me tell you, and to this day, I think that nigga was a psychopath. I can say that. Because I've been around this motherfucker, so I know what a psychopath look like. A fucking psychopath. Excuse me. I know what a fucking psychopath look like. I've been around enough of them. Excuse me. So I know that. It's a fucking psychopath. God rest his soul, he dead. But nigga wound up probably getting killed probably like right after that. None of them, it wasn't from them, but it, you know, nigga just wound up getting killed in the street. You know what I mean? From some other shit. But, you know, but I knew my man was a psychopath. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Nigga was gone, man. Nigga just robbed you, bro. Took your gun. We took like shit. At that time when we robbed them niggas, we took like about 8-9 guns from them and a whole bunch of dope and shit from them. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And money, and took their sneakers and shit. We had them niggas barefooted out that bitch. We took their socks just to embarrass them. So like, I don't even know why my mans went back and did that, but like I said, he was a psychopath like that. And listen, so when I say, when you hear these Trump supporters, they talk like that, they psychopaths. It's no way impossible you don't think what this Trump supporter said was a psychopath. Because I'm telling you, I know what a psychopath sounds like and look like. You don't say certain shit out your mouth like that. And I was in the midst of real street shit. Real gangster shit. Niggas go to war. Niggas getting robbed. Shit like that. Telling you. Fuck out of here. People are psychopaths, man. Trump supporters, a lot of them are psychopaths. Trump is a fucking psychopath. So y'all gotta realize, you may not like Biden. May not like the Democrats. You think they psychopaths? Yes. Is they crooks? Is they do shit that they doing crooked shit? Yes. But they ain't trumping them. I'm telling you that now. These motherfuckers are willing to kill people they don't know. Let's be real. But anyway, I just wanted to put that story there because I wanted to make a connection to that because of how psychologically people are fucked up when they think like that. I've been around that. So I know what that looks like. I know what it sounds like. And I'm telling you, people like that and a lot of them Trump supporters that speak like that, just listen to them. They are fucking psychopaths. No way impossible you thinking like this. No way you okay with going to war. It's children out here. It's children, innocent children. Even if you hate me, why you think my child is a horrible person where you going to kill my child? You willing to kill my child? Come on, man. It's weird, man. Over some political and different ideology that we think we willing to kill people's children and kill children's fathers and mothers and grandparents. Like, come on, man. These people crazy, man. They psychopaths. But anyway, people, leave your comments, hit that like button, support your boy. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world.